get on a roll here over the last few weeks, and he gives you 2 innings in just 16 pitches.
Yeah, he's doing a good job for us, and we're going to need a lot more from that. I mean, if there's an area of need on my team, I would think it would be somebody else that can kind of step in and pitch in that 7th and 8th inning in a winning ball game. And Taylor's certainly becoming that guy. It's getting to a point now where some of these guys, as I mentioned in Fargo, we got to start taking some of the training wheels off, and you just can't continue to match up night in and night out. You're going to have to ask guys to get you 3 outs or get you 4 outs, whatever the case may be. It can't be make an appearance, give up a hit, get an out, then I got to dump my bullpen. And it doesn't work like that over the long term. Over a short period of time, it can work, but eventually you got to take the training wheels off a little bit, and you're going to need some appearances where they're having clean appearances and being able to get 3 or 4 outs, whatever's required that night. And Taylor's doing a good job. Now we just need some other guys to step it up in that area as well. But again, I mean, I'm nitpicking over some little things, because if you look at our pitching, we're pretty good. When we have some depth and we got some good rookies that are really contributing, we got a strong back end of the bullpen. We got a great rotation. We got a good mix of athletic position players. So we got some good things going on. Just scoring position, I just said, are you sure? I asked him if he had the signs, and he thought that maybe there was a breaking ball coming. He said, no, I was just taking a chance on that big leg kick. It was a big chance that he took right there. We got a call that went our way, and he wound up, scoring on Mazzola's sac fly.
And you have an opportunity to get Jordan Guide in the lineup here tonight when, he's done a great job for you this season.
Yeah, Jordan's having a good year for us when called upon. Just need him to kind of get back to doing what he was doing early in the season. That's using right field a little bit more in his offensive approach. It just seems like he's gearing up, cheating a little bit, and leaving himself open for sliders down and away from him that he's not ready to handle. So he does a good job in batting practice of kind of keeping his swing mechanics quiet, driving the ball in the right field. We just need him to trust that that's good enough in the game. But Ryan's going to sit out. He bruised his hand a little bit sliding into third base last night, and he can't really grip the bat today, so Jordan's going to be in the lineup.
It's another good pitching matchup tonight. Matt Jackson was outstanding, one pitching in 3 days of rest, and also coming back after that rain delay. And Straka's had a good year. You've seen him already once this season.
Yeah, we expect, another well-pitched game by both teams. It's going to be, a different situation. Whoever's going to be able to command Joe's strike zone the best. Joe's got a AAA zone. He forces you to throw the ball over the plate. He's not going to go 2 or 3 balls off it. He's not going inside. He's not going to elevate for you. You're going to have to make good quality pitches throughout the course of the game, and whichever pitcher is able to control their body the best and control the ball across the plate is probably going to have the best success today.
All right, Rick, great job as always. Appreciate the time. Good luck here tonight.
Right, thanks, Steve.
That was Winnipeg Goldeyes manager Rick Forty joining us on tonight's Dugout Show, brought to you by Archangel Fireworks Excellence in Pyrotechnics. Goldeyes and Explorers preparing for game number 2 of a 3-game series. Beautiful evening in downtown Winnipeg, and still time to come out to Shaw Park. Goldeyes in the midst of an 11-game homestand. This is game number 2, and including tonight, Winnipeg still has 10 games here at Shaw Park over the next 9 days, and plenty of action here in downtown Winnipeg with the Goldeyes. A lot of home games here over the second half. Again, this marks the end of the first half, if you will, for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, at least in terms of games played. Tonight will be game number 50 of the year. Winnipeg has been nothing short of outstanding over the first half, a league best record of 34-15. And while they did lose last night, the Goldeyes had just rattled off 11 consecutive victories in Winnipeg. During that stretch, they had won 16 of their previous 18. So Winnipeg will look to get back into the win column tonight, set up a rubber match tomorrow evening against Sioux City. All we'll do right now is take a break, and when we come back, we'll have a closer look at tonight's starting pitchers, 2 very good righties, Matt Jackson and John Straka. On the Rubber is coming up next on the Rona pregame show Ride to the Ballpark here on Jewel 101.
Luxury, convenience, comfort. Have it all with Premier Executive Suites. For business travelers who are always on the move, Premier Executive Suites is your home away from home. You can relax in your comfortable living room, grab a midnight snack in your complete kitchen, and do that last-minute load of laundry with your handy in-suite washer and dryer. Book your extended stay in Winnipeg with Premier Executive Suites. Visit premiersuites.com to make your booking today. Take more of your life with you with Premier Executive Suites.
Summer is the season for long family road trips.
Are we there yet?
And if you want to make it there, it's time to go to Cal Tire. Whether you come in for a tire rotation, an alignment, or even a basic oil service, all your visits come with a free mechanical inspection. Get your vehicle ready for high temperatures and heavy use. Talk to Cal at any one of 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
The Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation supports children's charities in Manitoba. I'm Tony Fletcher, Foundation President, urging you to get involved with the Fillmore Riley Case for Kids program by pledging a dollar amount per Goldeyes strikeout. Or show your support by picking up a Goldeyes license plate from your local auto pack dealer. The foundation receives $30 from each one sold. Thanks to you, the Field of Dreams Foundation has donated more than $1.6 million to children's charities since 1995.
Hey, you're looking red and shiny today.
It's just the burger sweats, babe.
That's not normal.
Nah, it's cool. I read the nutrition fact things like you said. I've got enough sodium for like 3 days.
It's easy to make the healthy choice at Jugo Juice. Jugo Juice smoothies are made with real fruit and veggies, 100% fruit juice with no added sugar, and no sorbet fillers or purees. So whatever you order, it's loaded with the good stuff. Stop by Jugo Juice at Shaw Park or Polo Park.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Back here at Shaw Park on the Rona pregame show ride to the ballpark, the Winnipeg Goldeyes and Sioux City Explorers getting ready for Game 2 of their 3-game series. On the Rubber is brought to you by Cal Tire. With 6 convenient locations in the capital region, we're more than just tires. Cal Tire, true service. Matt Jackson, the 26-year-old right-hander, goes to the mound tonight for Rick Forney and the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Jackson, a 7-2 record entering tonight's game. The 7 wins are tied for most in the American Association. Jackson 7th in the league in ERA at 2.83. He's logged 57 1/3 innings, allowed 51 hits, walked 22, and struck out 37. Opponents are hitting .242 this season against the 26-year-old righty Matt Jackson. He's coming off a great start for a couple of reasons. One, it was the opener of a big series against the Red Hawks last Friday in front of a packed house on Independence Day in the United States. The Goldeyes would win the game 4-1, but Jackson was pitching on 3 days of rest. Remember, 2 Mondays ago, the Goldeyes had the doubleheader against the Red Hawks. They didn't have any off days following that doubleheader going into the series against the Red Hawks. So Rick Forney had asked Matt Jackson to work on 3 days of rest. He took the ball and he allowed just 1 earned run on only 2 base hits. In 6 innings of work, he walked 4 and struck out 3. And what made the start even more impressive is that after Jackson finished up the 5th inning, once we were through 5 at Newman Outdoor Field, there was an hour and 9-minute rain delay, and Jackson actually came back and pitched the Goldeyes into the 7th. He would go 6+ that night. A lot of times you have the lengthy rain delays. The starters are pretty much done for the rest of the ball game, whether you're in the 3rd, 5th inning, or anywhere beyond that point. But Jackson was able to come back already on 3 days of rest, and he helped the Goldeyes take the opener of that series against the Red Hawks, a series that they would eventually sweep. Jackson has faced the X's once this year, May 28th. That was the Wednesday afternoon game here at Shaw Park. He would take the loss. The X's won the game 6-1. Jackson went 5 innings, allowed 5 earned runs and 9 hits. He walked 2 and struck out a season-high 7 batters. So Jackson will look to even up his season mark against Sioux City. He is 1-1 lifetime against the Explorers in 3 starts. He pitched against them twice during the 2013 season. Jackson in his 6th year of professional baseball, 37-23 with 2 years of experience at the AAA level, a lifetime winning percentage of .617 and a career ERA of 4.26. His opponent tonight will be right-hander John Straka. Straka's had a good year in his own right, 10 starts, 4-4 with a 3.12 ERA, 66 1/3 innings, 80 hits allowed, 13 walks, 41 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .297 against John Straka. He's coming off a loss against Wichita last Thursday at Lewis and Clark Park. He went 6 1/3, gave up 5 runs, only 3 were earned on 12 base hits. That was a game in which the Explorers committed 5 errors on defense, and the X's would lose that game by a final of 5-3. We mentioned the Goldeyes beat Straka in a close ball game back on May 27th. He was outdueled by Kyle Anderson. He went 6 1/3, gave up 2 earned runs and 6 hits, walked 3 and struck out 3. He's an alumnus of North Dakota State University in Fargo, North Dakota, same alma mater of longtime Red Hawks left-hander Jake Labor. Well, of course, Steve Montgomery was the pitching coach in Fargo for 10 years. He also served on the North Dakota State staff, so he was well aware of John Straka. And after he finished up a brief stint in the Rangers organization last year, Montgomery has brought Straka here to the Sioux City Explorers. So that'll wrap up tonight's Rona pregame show. Ride to the ballpark. We'll take one more break, and when we come back, we'll have tonight's starting lineups and first pitch after this on Jewel 101.
Thanks for listening to the Winnipeg Goldeyes Rona pregame show Ride to the Ballpark. Stay tuned. The game is coming up next on Jewel 101.
CIBC and the Winnipeg Goldeyes have partnered to fight cancer. On Sunday, October 5th, CIBC and Goldeyes employees, friends, and family will be running in communities across Canada for a future without breast cancer. Shaw Park, the home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes, will be your local run site for the Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation CIBC Run for the Cure. For more information, to register to run or make a donation, go to CIBC.com. Let's run for a future without breast cancer. Join in Sunday, October 5th at Shaw Park.
This is Goldeyes Baseball on 100.7 CFJL. Jewel 101 Winnipeg.
Honey, where should I put this?
In the basement.
I don't think there's any room.
Sound familiar? If your home or garage has accumulated more than it can hold, let BFI Canada help. Rent a temporary bin from BFI for a day, a week, or longer. Too much stuff? Then call the Blue. Call BFI Canada to schedule your delivery today. BFI Canada, a Progressive Waste Solutions company.
Nothing foggy. Nothing to hide. Everything is crystal clear with Duraco windows. Duraco windows are built to last a lifetime, and they guarantee it 100% with their true lifetime warranty. Feel confident that should a seal fail, a lock break, or a weld crack, you are completely covered. A big investment should be backed big time. So know what you're getting right from the start. The choice is clear. Duraco windows. Go to Duraco.com now to book a free consultation.
Is your vehicle's interior looking worn out? Don't sell it, detail it. The Chamois Car Wash and Detail Centers offer a wide variety of professional detailing services that will make your vehicle's interior look great again. From a small spot shampoo to a complete bumper-to-bumper cleaning. Packages start at only $64.95 and include a famous Chamois full-service car wash. No appointment necessary. Come into any of the 3 Chamois locations today. Waverly, Reinders, or St. James.
Go to bostonpizza.com and finger cook a meal the whole family will love. Don't waste your precious time cooking when you don't have to. We know you've got more important things to do, like watching sports highlights, stopping your kids from bumping into stuff, or simply taking a break from napping. And with over 100 menu items to choose from, everyone can get exactly what they want. To order, call 925-4111 or finger cook today at bostonpizza.com.
It's time for Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on the crystal clear FM airwaves of Jewel 101. Now, let's go to the ballpark for tonight's game. Here's Steve Schuster.
From Shaw Park in Winnipeg, Manitoba, you're listening to Goldeyes Baseball, presented by MTS on Jewel 101. Tonight is Game 2 of a 3-game series between the Sioux City Explorers and your Winnipeg Goldeyes. Tonight's starting pitchers for the Explorers, right-hander John Straka, and for the Goldeyes, right-hander Matt Jackson. Hi again, everyone, and thanks for tuning in. The Goldeyes had their 11-game winning streak come to an end last night. Great pitching on both sides. Patrick Johnson and Chris Salamita combined for 18 strikeouts and only 1 earned run allowed over 13 innings, and it was the X's who snuck away with a 2-1 victory, scoring the decisive run in the top half of the ninth. Winnipeg, though, still the top record in the league at 34-15 and an 8.5-game lead over the St. Paul Saints in the North Division. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup for the Sioux City Explorers, managed by Steve Montgomery, who is in his first year. Oscar Mesa is the left fielder and leading off. Tim Caldwell is the center fielder and batting second. Rene Tassoni is at first base hitting third. Andres Perez is the DH and batting cleanup. Peter Barrows is the right fielder batting fifth. Amos Ramon is at second base hitting sixth. Tommy Mendonça is at third base batting seventh. Todd Jennings is the catcher hitting eighth. And Chris Escobar is the shortstop and batting ninth. The starting lineup is brought to you by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Fans, when you visit the Sky Suite level at Shaw Park, make sure to stop and relax in one of 3 Lazy Boy comfort zones. Each Lazy Boy comfort zone is fully furnished with the latest Lazy Boy sofas, love seats, coffee tables, and their world-famous recliners. The Winnipeg Goldeyes would like to thank Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries located at 1425 Ellis Avenue for their support. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably. Matt Jackson on the mound tonight for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, 7-2 this year. These 7 wins tied for most in the league, and he ranks 7th in the American Association with a 2.83 earned run average. He's coming off a victory last Friday against the Redhawks. Oscar Mesa drove in one of the 2 X's runs last night, a switch hitter from the left side. Jackson in the windup, and the first pitch of the night is a fastball right down the middle. It's 0-1. Tonight's first pitch at 7:07 p.m. brought to you by Best Western Plus. Jackson a full windup and the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul the other way, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. The Best Western Plus Winnipeg Airport Hotel is Winnipeg's premier event venue. Book your next corporate event, wedding, or conference at the Best Western Plus Winnipeg Airport Hotel. 0-2 on Mesa. Jackson delivers. Swinging a high chopper out to short. Tough play. Kuhn backhands. Hurries the throw to first, and it's under the reach of Harther. It hits off the facing of the X's dugout, and Oscar Mesa is safe at first base. A tough play in that very high chopper. Kuhn had to wait for it to come down. They'll score it an infield single for Mesa. Kuhn made a low throw out towards first, snuck just underneath the glove of Casey Harther, trying to scoop it out. So a quick start for the X's. Mesa has a lot of speed, 4 for 8 in steals in 28 games played with Sioux City. Here's Tim Caldwell, the true rookie, who is a former college teammate of tonight's X's starter John Straka. Both played at North Dakota State University in Fargo. Caldwell a left-hand batter, and he's off to a good start. Here's the pitch. Fakes a bunt, pulls back, and it's a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. In 20 games played, Caldwell hitting .288 with a homer and 11 runs batted in. He had a 6-game hitting streak come to an end on Saturday against Wichita, but he is still 12 for 29 in his last 7 games, an average of .414. Right-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. And Jackson's 0-1. Again, he shows bunt, pulls back, and this one's taken just low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mesa, the runner on first, held by Casey Harther, a right-handed defender. Tim Caldwell starting in place of Michael Lang, a right-hand batter who has had a tough time over the last few weeks. Also had a stint on the disabled list. So Steve Montgomery putting the left-hand bat against the righty starter Matt Jackson. As Zola plays in at third, the pitch runner goes, hit in the air to center field. Abercrombie back a couple of steps, he's under it, makes the catch, and that'll send Mesa back to first base. So after showing bunt each of the first 2 pitches, Caldwell swung away on 1-1. Mesa took off, and Caldwell flies out to center field. Runner on first and 1 down for Rene Tassoni. Defensively tonight for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, Casey Harther is at first base. Brock Bond is at second. Josh Mazzola is at third base. Tyler Kuhn is the shortstop. Ray Sadler is in left field. Reggie Abercrombie, you heard, is in center. Donnie Webb is in right. And Luis Allen does the catching for Matt Jackson. First pitch, fastball on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1 on Rene Tassoni. Jackson, 6'4", 195 pounds, a 26-year-old native of Houghton, Louisiana. He lives in Bossier City, Louisiana in the offseason. Mesa's got a big lead. Jackson from the belt, swing and a miss, good changeup bottomed out. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Tassoni, a very accomplished outfielder, tonight is starting at first base. Rene Tassoni hitting .266 this season, 5 homers and 27 runs batted in. He started the game-winning rally last night at the top of the 9th with a leadoff single to right field. Allen setting up away, the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, he got him. Blew a fastball by him over the outside half, and Matt Jackson picks up his first strikeout of the night. That first strikeout is brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity. One strike and you're out. So Mesa is still on first after the leadoff infield hit. Andres Perez, the DH, now steps to the plate. Andres Perez, .251 with a homer and 13 runs batted in. No score. We're just underway in the top of the first on a gorgeous evening here at Shaw Park. Large crowd has already begun to file in. Infield has shifted well to the left against the right-hand batting Perez. Jackson from the stretch, and it's a fastball on the outside corner for strike one. Mazzola playing almost on top of the line, much like you would see a corner infielder play no doubles defense late in the ball game. Tyler Kuhn is pulled towards the hole, and Brock Bond is shaded towards the second base bag. Harder is still holding on Mesa at first. Right-hander against right-hander. Jackson is ready, first base side of the rubber. The 0-1 pitch, runner goes, swinging a ground ball through the right side for a base hit. Mesa turns second. He'll get to third without a throw. Donnie Webb fires in towards second, and Andres Perez has given the X's first and third and two men down. A hit-and-run single. He mentioned that Bond was already shaded up the middle, and Perez with a runner in motion just punched down through the vacated right side. So it's first and third, two away for Peter Barrows. Great numbers all time against the Goldeyes, especially here at Shaw Park. Barrows for the season, .261, 3 homers and 26 runs batted in. Career against the Goldeyes, including last night, .272 in 25 games, 6 homers and 22 runs batted in. A right-hand batter. On third base, Oscar Mesa. Andres Perez, a little bit of speed, is on first. Perez, 2 steals this year. He has been caught 3 times. Jackson leans in to get the side from Luis Allen. No score, top half of the first, a 2-out opportunity for Sioux City. Barrows stands tall in the box in the first pitch. Fastball on the inside corner. No balls and a strike. In 16 games in this ballpark, Peter Barrows, a .305 hitter with 4 homers and 17 driven in, going back to 2011. Mesa on third, Perez on first and 2 away. Allen's going to sit up outside. Now a toss to first, and Perez gets back with that attack from Casey Harder. Tonight's umpires, Joe Stegner is behind the plate. Bobby Feaster is at first, and Nick Gonzalez is at third base. Stegner in his 4th year in the American Association. Here's the 0-1 pitch, curveball swing and a miss. Barrows took a huge cut, and he swung right over the top of that big curve from Matt Jackson, a pitch that he has really used to his advantage over the last 3 or 4 starts. So it's 0-2. Jackson has thrown a first pitch strike to each of the first 5 batters to face him. And Barrows is prone to the strikeout, 49 this year, tied for 4th most in the American Association. First and third, 2 away. Allen setting up outside. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Got him on a high fastball, and the inning is over. 2 strikeouts in the first for Matt Jackson, and he strands runners on first and third. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left on base. Middle of the first at Shaw Park. It's the Explorers 0, and the Goldeyes coming to bat on Jewel 101.
It's the windup, and here's the pitch. Right in the mouth.
I think you lost a tooth there.
Sure looks that way. I bet he's glad he's covered by Manitoba Blue Cross. Big dental bill there.
Just like sports, life can throw you a curveball. And while provincial health care doesn't cover ambulance rides, dental care, or all prescription drugs, Manitoba Blue Cross has coverage options to keep you in the game.
Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring.
Visit mb.bluecross.ca to find out more.
Salisbury House has hit a home run with the introduction of their new premium fresh cut fries by Cavendish. Available at all 7 Salisbury House family and 7 Sal's Express restaurants and Shaw Park too. They will remind you of the taste and quality when Mom made them at home. So swing into Sal's for their new fresh cut fries on every platter. Ask about Goldeyes vouchers redeemable for free tickets to Goldeyes home games. Compliments of Salisbury House. Your house, your food, your way.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
No score, bottom half of the first. Matt Jackson gets out of a first and third 2-out jam to put up an early 0. And we'll take a look at tonight's starting lineup for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, managed by Rick Forney, who is in his 9th year. Tyler Kuhn is the shortstop and leading off. Josh Mazzola is at third base and batting second. Casey Harder is the first baseman hitting third. Ray Sadler is in left field and batting cleanup. Donnie Webb is in right field batting 5th. Reggie Abercrombie is the center fielder hitting 6th. Brock Bond is the second baseman hitting 7th. Luis Allen is the catcher hitting 8th. And Jordan Gaida is the DH and batting ninth. On the mound tonight for the Sioux City Explorers, right-hander John Straka, 24 years of age. And he still has rookie classification in the American Association. Straka, 10 starts this year, 4-4 with an ERA of just 3.12 that places him just outside of the top 10 of the league. And he'll face Tyler Kuhn, Josh Mazzola, and Casey Harther in a scoreless bottom half of the first. Kuhn with 2 hits last night against Patrick Johnson, who was dominant for 7 scoreless. He's hitting .343 this year, 4th best in the league. A left-hand batter, in the first pitch by Straka is a fastball low and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Kuhn with 1 homer and 26 runs batted in. A slightly open stance from the left side of the plate. Always chokes up the 1-0 pitch, and that fastball's taken just outside for ball 2. Kuhn over his last 12 games, 19 for 52, hitting .365, and he has driven in 15 runs during that 12-game stretch. 2-0 pitch, fastball on the outside corner, 2 balls and a strike. We mentioned that Joe Stegner is behind the plate tonight, notoriously a hitter-friendly umpire. He usually has a tight strike zone. Straka to the windup and the 2-1. Swinging a high fly ball to right field. Barrows back into his right. Barrows has it lined up, now waved off by Colwell, and Colwell, the center fielder, moving to his left, makes the catch for the first out. Joe Stegner, now in his 4th year in the American Association, he averages just 1.28 strikeouts for every walk. That is significantly below the American Association historical average of 1.77. And that average dating back to the league's first year in 2006. Josh Mazzola stepping to the plate. Mazzola productive last night. He had a double, and he also had the sac fly that tied the game in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Right-hand batter, wide open stance, and he takes a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Mazzola, .241 this year, 6 home runs and 30 runs batted in. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the first. Outfield deep and a couple of steps to left. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses just outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. In his last 18 games, Mazzola hitting .297, 14 runs scored and 18 runs batted in. The pitch, swinging a ground ball to short. Moving in front is Escobar, and it rolls up his arm. Recovered by Mendoza. Throw to first, not in time. And Mazzola is safe. A ground ball towards short. They'll score that an infield single for Josh Mazzola. Escobar had a charge in. It wasn't hit particularly hard, and as he circled in front, it rolled right up the left arm. Mendoza did a great job to try and save that play. He grabbed that ball after it bounced off Escobar's body and threw to first, but Mazzola was able to beat it out. Casey Harther now stepping to the plate, still leading the league in batting at .416. Last night he had the 17-game hitting streak come to an end. A right-hand batter and a toss to first. Mazzola dives back ahead of the tag from Rene Tassoni. Tassoni, a left-hand batter, but a right-handed defender. And again, starting tonight at first, he usually plays the outfield. Harther, 6 homers, 31 driven in this year, tied for 13th in the American Association. From the high set, the pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball upstairs. It's 0-1. Mazzola, 12 steals. He has been caught just once. The 12 stolen bases tied for 11th in the league with his teammate Reggie Abercrombie. 1 on, 1 out. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. No score. Infield looking for 2 up the middle. Straka ready, third base side of the rubber. The 0-1 pitch. And Harther lines one towards the right field line. Coming on Barrows. Makes the catch. And Mazzola retreats to first. Good opposite field swing by Casey Harther, but it held up long enough for Barrows to make the play. Defensively tonight for the Sioux City Explorers, Rene Tassoni is at first base. Amos Ramon is at second. Tommy Mendoza is at third base. Chris Escobar is the shortstop. Oscar Mesa is in left field. Tim Colwell is in center. Peter Barrows in right. And Todd Jennings does the catching for the righty John Straka. Here's Ray Sadler, a right-handed slugger. Crowds the plate, Mazzola runs. First pitch taken for a strike, throw to second base. Mazzola slides, and he is safe at second under the tag of Amos Ramon. A stolen base for Josh Mazzola, his 13th of the year. Got a good jump on John Straka. And the count is 0-1 on Ray Sadler. Took that first pitch for a strike. John Straka, bigger guy, 6'3", 225 pounds. A 24-year-old right-hander from St. Louis Park, Minnesota. He checks back, and Mazzola, who's getting a big lead. The 0-1. Fastball runs outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Ray Sadler, the last 5 years, a total average of .290 with men in scoring position. He has driven in 30 runs this season. Jennings gives the sign. And the 1-1 pitch, swinging a foul straight back. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ray Sadler. Donnie Webb waiting on deck. A 2-out chance here for the Goldeyes. Sioux City stranded runners on the corners in the top of the inning. Zola reached on the infield single, just stole second base. For the Goldeyes as a team, that is their 67th steal of the year, 3rd most in the league. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball stays upstairs, and the count is 2-2 on Ray Sadler. The Goldeyes have 8 players in their lineup with 20 or more runs batted in. And when you combine the work of Jake Blackwood and Brock Bond, who have manned second base this season, they are over 20 runs batted in. The 2-2 pitch, hit in the air to deep right field. Barrows back a step. He's got it lined up in front of the track, makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on base. End of 1 inning at Shaw Park. No score on Jewel 101.
Princess Auto is for the real men. Men who like to get their hands dirty. Men who like to work from the ground up and use the best tools and equipment for the job. Real do-it-yourself men who know an air filter from a fuel pump. Men who walk into Princess Auto and feel like a kid in a candy store. Princess Auto. Everything a man needs to get the job done right. A unique world of equipment, tools, and more. Visit PrincessAuto.com for sales, specials, and more.
While there is no known cure for ALS, there is hope. The ALS Society of Manitoba supports families affected by ALS. Their client services coordinator works with your family to determine your needs, and the Brummett-Feasby ALS House provides 24-hour care designed to specifically meet the needs of people living with ALS, because hope is important in the lives of those affected by ALS. The ALS Society of Manitoba. They help their people every way they can. Visit alsmb.ca.
Nice day. Want a drink?
Yeah, sure. Pass me a Pepsi. Whoa! Do you hear that? Open your Pepsi. Whoa! That was awesome.
Hit it out of the park this summer with the cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi. Pepsi, live for now.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Help support the Winnipeg Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation by purchasing a Path of Dreams sidewalk brick, and your name will go down in history. Literally. Personalized bricks located on the walkway to Shaw Park are a unique way to honor loved ones, promote businesses and organizations, or celebrate a special event. For more information on how to purchase your Path of Dreams sidewalk brick, call the Goldeyes office at 982-BASE. No score, top of the second. Amos Ramon, who delivered the game-winning hit last night, will lead things off against the righty Matt Jackson. He struck out 2 and stranded a pair in the top of the first inning. Jackson from the windup, the first pitch. Fastball line foul off to the right. No balls and 1 strike. Ramon, Mendoza, and Jennings, 6, 7, and 8 due up. Ramon is 12 for 58 in 16 games with Sioux City, a .207 average. 2 homers and 7 runs batted in. He crowds the plate from the right side, stands deep in the box. And the 0-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, it's 0-2. He was acquired from the Lancaster Barnstormers of the Atlantic League on June 19th in exchange for future considerations. Was in spring training this year with the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball upstairs. 87 miles an hour, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Matt Jackson coming off that great outing against the Redhawks on Friday, pitching on 3 days of rest, came back after an hour and 9-minute rain delay to get the Goldeyes into the 7th. The 1-2 pitch, swinging a line drive toward short, caught on the backhand by Kuhn. 1 away to start the top half of the second inning. Ramon hit that well, especially in a 2-strike count. And he lined it towards Tyler Kuhn, caught that right above his left knee. Hey fans, next time you're at a Goldeyes game, bring along a non-perishable food item for donation to Winnipeg Harvest. Collection bins are located at every ballpark entrance. Peak of the Market and the Goldeyes encourage all listeners to help those in need. 1 out and nobody on. Tommy Mendoza stepping to the plate. Mendoza, a left-hand batter, the former second-round draft pick and former College World Series MVP. The first pitch by Jackson, fastball high and away. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Jackson, 3 career starts against the X's, 1-1 with a 5.82 ERA. He took a loss against Sioux City back in May 28th of this year. Swinging a line drive foul the other way, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. That was on the Wednesday morning, the finale of the series between the two clubs. Jackson allowed 5 earned runs and 9 hits in 5 innings. He allowed several bloopers that contributed to the X's early inning rally. But in that start, Jackson struck out 7, which right now stands as a season high for 2014. No score, top of the second, bases empty, 1 down. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball low and outside. It's now 2 balls and a strike. Jackson drafted by the Padres in 2009, a 31st round pick out of the University of South Alabama. Twice would reach the AAA level. Mendoza bats with an open stance. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a foul tip held by Luis Allen. And the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Todd Jennings, the veteran catcher, waits on deck. Jackson joined the Goldeyes right around this time last year, and he was huge for them down the stretch. Went 3-0, and the Goldeyes were 6-0 in his starts. The 2-2 pitch, fastball high and outside, and it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jackson, like Chris Salamita and like Nick Hernandez and Chandler Barnard and all the Goldeyes starting pitchers this season. Ethan Hollingsworth in there. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, got him on a high fastball. Third strikeout for Matt Jackson. Elevated against Tommy Mendoza, and he swings through. It's 2 outs and nobody on base. You'll get a guy in Matt Jackson who is going to compete pitch after pitch until he's taken out of the ball game, and he is going to compete in the strike zone. Just 1.9 walks per 9 innings during his 6-year professional career. So Matt Jackson, including last season, now 10-2 in 16 starts with the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Fastball inside, did it hit him? And it looked like it did clip Todd Jennings. So a fastball got away from Matt Jackson, and Jennings is on board with 2 outs. That'll bring up the shortstop, Chris Escobar, a switch hitter left-handed. No score in the top half of the second inning. Jennings, athletic for a catcher. He is 1 out of 3 in steals this year, and he's held by Casey Harther at first. Jackson did a great job in this past offseason, putting on about 15 pounds of muscle. It has helped him go deeper into games this season, and it has added a couple extra miles per hour to his fastball. So Jennings seems to be all right. The Sioux City trainer briefly came out of the dugout, but was quickly sent back towards the dugout. And Escobar will stand against Matt Jackson. He had mostly right-handed last night when the Goldeyes had Chris Salamita on the mound. Quick throw to first base, and Jennings is able to dive back. Josh Mazzola plays close at third, not quite even with a bag to protect against a potential bunt. Escobar in his 8th game tonight with Sioux City, 3 for 21. No homers and 1 driven in. Fastball taken high and outside, clocked at 86 miles an hour, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Jackson now 37-23 in his career. A terrific winning percentage of .617. He looks in to get the sign from Allen. Allen will set up in. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball fouled straight back, tied him up in the hands, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Jackson last season, before he came to the Goldeyes, split time with 3 different Padres affiliates. High A Lake Elsinore, that's where he spent most of the year. But he had a couple of appearances with AA San Antonio and made 1 start for AAA Tucson. The Padres affiliate has moved from Tucson this year to El Paso, the El Paso Chihuahuas. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball low and outside, 2 balls and 1 strike, and that effectively signaled the end for the El Paso Diablos, of course a longtime American Association franchise, an original member of the league back in 2006. And that franchise had a long and storied history both in independent and affiliated ball. But a new ballpark in El Paso now. The 2-1 pitch, fastball low and away, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. And the Chihuahuas now the new AAA affiliate in El Paso, Texas for the San Diego Padres. Meanwhile, the Diablos aren't quite done altogether. Their franchise is expected to move to Joplin, Missouri for 2015. The pitch, check swing and a fastball, a letter high strike, a rare high strike call from Joe Stegner. And it's now 3-2 on Chris Escobar, and that'll give Todd Jennings the automatic start on first. No score, top of the second inning. Jennings on first and 2 men down. Outfield shading Escobar a few steps the other way. Allen gives the sign, the runner goes. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, got him on a fastball, and the inning is over. 4 strikeouts now in just 2 innings for Matt Jackson. No runs, no hits, and 1 runner left on base. Middle of the second at Shaw Park, still no score on Jewel 101.
You had a long night, and you're hardly awake. You need breakfast, but it's 11 o'clock. Does that even matter? Why eat somewhere that tells you you can't have what you want when you want it? Just go to Robin's anytime for their breckwich, made with everything you want, like egg, tantalizing ham, perfect bacon, delicious sausage, and of course melt-in-your-mouth cheese that you can enjoy on a croissant bun, wrap, or bagel. Served all day.
Only from your hometown hero, Robin's. Fast, fresh, and friendly.
Things you'll never hear a Cambrian Credit Union member say.
Oh, I just love paying service fees.
My high mortgage rate is amazing.
Yes, I'll pay $1.50 to use this ATM.
With Cambrian Credit Union's great rates and free banking through the UnFee, Cambrian members won't say these things. With a full range of hassle-free financial services, they're here for Manitobans. Cambrian Credit Union, building strong financial foundations for making dreams come true.
Summer in Manitoba sizzles all over the place, from our great beaches to our great ballpark, and especially at Goldeyes Grill, where they sizzle up some of the best hot dogs you've ever tasted. Diamond Dogs, the official hot dog of the Goldeyes, custom made by Winkler Meats. Diamond Dogs are naturally smoked, gluten and allergen-free, and made with quality ingredients that deliver full flavor every bite. Try them in the game or pick them up at your local grocer. Diamond Dogs from Winkler Meats. Product quality is their tradition.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Come celebrate your birthday Goldeyes style. Partygoers receive a souvenir, hot dog, potato chips, and soft drink, plus birthday cake and mini donuts to enjoy in the stands, courtesy of Little Orbit's Mini Donuts. The guest of honor also receives a birthday card, Goldeyes baseball, photo with Goldie, happy birthday, PA announcement during the game, and more. Parties are just $16 per person based on a minimum of 10 guests. Call the Goldeyes office at 982-BASE to book your next birthday bash. No score, bottom half of the second. Matt Jackson has already struck out 4 Explorers over his first 2 innings. Donnie Webb, Reggie Abercrombie, and Brock Bond, 5, 6, and 7 are due up against the righty John Straka. First pitch, fastball over the outside half, and the count is 0-1. Donnie Webb 0 for 3 last night. He was hit by a pitch, and he has now reached base in 45 of 48 games played this year. Changeup taken high and outside. The count 1 ball and 1 strike. Webb 285 in the season, 6 homers and 28 runs batted in. Switch hitter from the left side of the plate. John Straka, the big righty, works from a full windup. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Check swing and a fastball down low. It's now 2-1. Straka was drafted out of North Dakota State University last year by the Texas Rangers. He had solid numbers in relief for the short season Spokane Indians in the Northwest League. Webb swings and lines one to center field. Coming on, Caldwell reaches and he makes the catch. Caldwell broke in, almost misjudged that. He had to leave his feet by a couple of inches to stop that ball from going over his head. So Donnie Webb retired on the line drive, and that'll bring up Reggie Abercrombie. Abercrombie 274 this year. He's tied for 5th in the league with 10 home runs, and he has driven in 30. Straka last year for Spokane, 19 games all in relief. He went 2-2 with a save and an ERA of 4.88 and struck out 27 in 31 and a third innings. He was predominantly a starter, though, while pitching at North Dakota State. Spent 4 years playing for the Bison and is once again a starter with the X's. Big swing and a miss at a fastball, 89 miles an hour. And it's 0-1 on Reggie Abercrombie, a .338 average in his last 19 games. 22 runs, 6 homers, and 16 runs batted in. Righty against righty, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and the count goes to 0-2. John Straka on the road this season in 6 starts, a record of 2 wins and 3 losses, an ERA of 3.32. Just about in line with his season ERA of 3.12. Swing and a miss at a high fastball for strike 3. So John Straka picks up his first strikeout of the night. 2 outs and nobody on for Brock Bond, the second baseman. A switch hitter left-handed. Bond 15 for 46 in 15 games with the Goldeyes. He's hitting .326. No home runs and 9 driven in. And he has seen 52% quality plate appearances since joining the Goldeyes in Trois-Rivières. Here's the first pitch. Fastball over the inside half for a strike. And it's no balls and 1 strike, and the Goldeyes second baseman. He has played very good defense. He crowds the plate, as a terrific eye at the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Change up down low, and the count goes to 1-1. Well, Straka tonight has retired the leadoff batter in both innings. That is something he's had a tough time with this year. When he's faced tough situations, that's actually where he has thrived. The 1-1, and that fastball misses just outside at 88 miles an hour. The count goes to 2-1. The leadoff batter entering tonight hitting .368 against John Straka. Though with men in scoring position, he's held the opposition to a .224 average. Fastball high and outside, 3-1. And when the pressure is really on, Straka's even better with 2 outs in men in scoring position. The opposition just 6 for 33, a .182 average entering tonight. 3-1 on Brock Bond. Now the pitch, fastball on the outside half. So Straka has run the count full. Unlike Patrick Johnson last night, who entered second in the league in walks, Straka's had very good control this year, just 13 walks in a shade over 66 innings. The payoff pitch to Bond, hit on the ground on the right side, to his left for Mone. He reaches down and has it, goes to first in time to get Bond, and the Goldeyes are retired 1-2-3. Nothing across into the end of 2 innings at Shaw Park. No score on Jewel 101.
Here's the pitch, and it's a grand slam! Here they come. Cans, juice boxes, glass and plastic bottles into the bin.
The Winnipeg Goldeyes and Recycle Everywhere want you to swing for the fences and recycle all your empty beverage containers. They're full of potential and have thousands of uses beyond the landfill. Step up to the plate and pitch your drink containers into a recycling bin. Whether you're at home, work, school, or the ballpark, remember to recycle everywhere.
To some, he is a hero. To others, merely heroic. But to us, he's a Pool's Hall of Famer. Raised on highlights and minor league stats, he played his game cards like he played Division 12 slow pitch. To win. Home team? Check. Visiting team? Check. Champion? Check. Be a legend. With Sports Select, Pool's players won over $7 million last year. Pick the winning teams today at your lottery retailer. Remember, keep it a game.
My son loves hockey, but after a body check last season, I didn't think he would play. He slid hard into the boards. I was worried. We went to our family chiropractor. He set up a treatment plan, and his care was partly covered by Manitoba Health. Now, my son's back on the ice playing and enjoying every minute, even the practices. Thanks to our chiropractor for making life better.
Manitoba Chiropractors, making life better.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Get your group of 25 or more together for a Goldeyes game. Our group packages suit everyone from a family gathering to the team at work that wants to share in the experience of exciting Goldeyes baseball. These packages are full of benefits just for your group. Seating is available in all areas of Shaw Park. Call our group department at 982-BASE and let one of our event experts look after the details of your next outing. Don't forget to ask about our group picnic packages or the Goldeyes patio deck. Top of the third at Shaw Park, Matt Jackson and John Straka have each put up a pair of zeros. It'll be the top third to up for Sioux City, Oscar Mesa, Tim Caldwell, and Rene Tassoni against Matt Jackson, who has struck out 4 and allowed 2 hits over his first 2 innings of work. Oscar Mesa, a relative newcomer, was signed on June 7th. He spent most of last season with the El Paso Diablos. He had a good year, hitting .297 with a homer and 32 driven in. First pitch fastball in for a strike, 0-1. He led off tonight's game with an infield single. Beat out a high bouncer to shortstop, and Tyler Kuhn's throw bounced away from Casey Arthur. Breaking ball outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Mesa was eventually stranded on third when Jackson struck out Peter Barrows to end the inning. Outfield shading Mesa a few steps the other way. Switch hitter left-handed. He swings and lines one towards left center. That'll drop in for a base hit. Sadler over to cut it off. An inside-out swing for Oscar Mason. He's now 2 for 2. And it's a runner on first and no one down for Tim Caldwell, the center fielder. Caldwell fly to center field on a hit-and-run play. A 1-1 count. Mesa took off, and Caldwell lifted one towards center, was caught by Reggie Abercrombie, and Mesa had to go back to first. Mesa 4 steals. He's been caught 4 times, and he's held by Harther at first base. The Goldeyes tonight in the traditional home whites with Goldeyes in red script underlined on the front. Names and numbers in red on the back. Matching white pants, no trim, and the all-red caps. First pitch by Jackson is a fastball down low to Tim Caldwell, a left-hand batter. It's 1 ball and 0 strikes. Sioux City in their black uniforms, the X's logo in the upper left side. Numbers in red, no names in the back. Road gray pants with black trim. And the all-black Sioux City caps. Mazzola plays way in at third base. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, 1-1. Tim Caldwell, like tonight, starter John Straka, an alumnus of North Dakota State University. He finished his college career this past spring and was signed by Steve Montgomery on June 13th. He had .378 as a senior in 51 games. Scored 44 runs, swung and fouled off the mid of Luis Allen, and the count is 1-2 strikes on the rookie outfielder Tim Caldwell. Caldwell, not only an outstanding ball player, he had over 300 all 4 of his years for the Bison, a composite college batting average of .351. But he was also an academic All-American during his time in North Dakota State. Education, a big part of Caldwell's family. Also featured a player by the name of Nick Caldwell. Runner goes off first, swinging a line drive foul over the screen to the left, and it's still 1-2 strikes. Nick Caldwell, Tim's older brother, the two of them had the opportunity to play together at North Dakota State University. He had another brother named Joe, played at the University of St. Thomas, located in Minnesota. And their father played college baseball at St. Mary's University, also in Minnesota. Caldwell originally from Shoreview, and out playing for the Sioux City Explorers, and is off to a good start as a true rookie, something very tough to do, a very experienced league in the American Association. Another 1-2 pitch, fastball just outside, and it's 2-2. There's a good example of the sometimes tighter strike zone for Joe Stegner. That was a little bit off the plate. A lot of umpires in this league might give some pitchers leeway, especially guys like Matt Jackson who have great command, but Stegner very by the book. Allen setting up away. The runner goes, swinging a tapper past Jackson's glove. Kuhn Fields has to go to first, makes the throw in time, and Caldwell will retire the exit stand of a potential double play. A little tapper that snuck under Jackson's glove. Mesa was in motion, no chance to get him, and Kuhn was able to make a tough throw over to first base, and they got Caldwell by a step. So it works like a sacrifice. Mesa is in scoring position with a number 3 hitter, Rene Tassoni, now stepping to the plate. Tassoni was struck out on 3 pitches by Matt Jackson in the top half of the first inning. Goldeyes Baseball presented by MTS. Get unlimited internet in Manitoba on all your devices, only with MTS. Right-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. Mesa short lead on second. Fastball taken to the knees for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Rene Tassoni, a Canadian native, born in Toronto, Ontario, but spent the better part of his developmental years in British Columbia. Longtime fan of the Vancouver Canucks. Here's the 0-1 pitch, fouled straight back, a good rip. 88-mile-an-hour fastball, and Tassoni just missed. It's 0-2. We mentioned that last night he led off the 9th inning rally with a single to right against a native of British Columbia, Chris Kissick, who is also a longtime fan of the Vancouver Canucks. Runner on second, 1 away. We're in the top of the third, no score. Middle game of a 3-game series. Andres Perez, a right-handed power bat, waits on deck. Mesa, the runner on second base. Jackson, a couple of looks. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on a breaking ball. And there's 2 away. Strikeout number 5 for Matt Jackson. He got to Tassoni on a breaking ball low and in, swung over the top. So he gets to Tassoni on strikes for a second time tonight. And now Andres Perez will step to the plate. Perez singled through the right side and a hit and run in the top half of the first inning. Goldeyes have the same infield alignment. Tilted to the left, Mazzola on top of the line, Kuhn in the hole, and Bond towards the second base bag. And a credit for Perez to poke one in between the right side. Casey Arthur is playing on top of the first base line. The Goldeyes expect Perez to pull the ball, and Allen's going to set up in. Jackson from the stretch, fastball low and inside. It's 1-0 strikes. Andres Perez, originally from New York City and still lives in New York during the offseason. Played his high school ball in the Bronx and then signed on with the New York Yankees as an undrafted free agent in 2007. The 1-0 pitch, breaking ball on the outside corner. Good curve by Matt Jackson to even the count. And 1 strike. No score, top of the third. A runner on second and 2 outs. Mesa with plenty of speed has scored a single into the outfield. Perez has driven in 13 this season. A wide stance with a deep crouch. And Perez try to force it the other way against the shift. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So again, you credit Perez trying to make an adjustment, seeing the 3 infielders pull towards the left side. But now he's behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitches have been consistently in this at bat. We'll see where Allen sets up here. Peter Barrows waits on deck, and Perez can extend the inning. A runner in second, 2 away. Jackson brings the hands below the belt. Again, Allen sets up inside. Here's the 1-2 to Perez. Fastball high, laid off, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good eye by Andres Perez, who despite being a power bat, he had 13 homers last season in the Atlantic League, 23 in the Atlantic League the year before. He has only struck out 29 times this year in 51 games. Now the 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, and it's just inside. 68 miles an hour in the slow curve. And Jackson couldn't quite get the call from Joe Stegner. So Perez has come back from 1-2 to work a full count. Remember last night he was the final batter that Chris Salamita faced in the top of the 6th, and he worked him for 10 pitches before he lined out to center field. Mesa, big lead from second with 2 away. The 3-2 pitch, line shot towards left center field. That ball's going to get down for an extra base hit and roll towards the fence. Around third, Mesa, he'll score. Perez is on his way to second. Perez makes the turn and he holds up with an RBI double, and Sioux City leads 1-0 in the top of the 3rd inning. Andres Perez, a professional at bat, came back from 1-2, laid off a couple of tough pitches. He took that fastball high and the curveball just inside. And on a full count, Jackson challenged him with a fastball, and Perez doubles to left center. So for Andres Perez, his 14th run batted in this year. And Sioux City, much like they did last night in the top of the 3rd, they get a big 2-out hit. So it's 1-0. Perez is now 2 out of 2. Peter Barrows stepping to the plate. Barrows was struck out on 3 pitches by Matt Jackson in the top half of the 1st inning. Perez runs pretty well. He's the runner on second base. Barrows, a right-hand batter. Allen flashes out the sign. Perez getting a decent lead off of second base. And the first pitch to Barrows. Fastball on the outside corner. And the count is 0-1. Peter Barrows now in his 4th year of professional baseball, a lifetime .464 slugging percentage. And the majority of his young career has been spent in this league. He is now playing for his 3rd different American Association club. Jackson checks on Perez, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. He signed as a free agent with Wichita midway through the 2011 season. And then with about 2 weeks left to go, he was traded to Kansas City. Had an opportunity with Bridgeport in the Atlantic League the following year. Was then traded to Sioux City halfway through, and he's been there ever since. Holds the bat down low, the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss at a breaking ball outside. So the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Barrows, for a big guy, standing in at 6'5", 215 pounds, has about as low a hand position with the bat as you'll find, especially for a guy that hits with power. A lot of guys who look to drive the ball, they'll hold the bat back or maybe high up. Barrows keeps it down low, and he's done it with very good success over the last few seasons. He's behind here, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Matt Jackson. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball just outside. That was a good pitch by Jackson. And even for Joe Stegner, that might have been a tight call. So it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Barrows may have gotten the benefit of the last call. And we'll see if Jackson can bounce back. That should have been Jackson's 6th strikeout tonight. Perez, the runner on second and 2 away. 1-0 Sioux City in the top of the 3rd. Now the 2-2 to Barrows. Breaking ball outside. It's dropped by Allen. Heading for third, Perez, and he'll get there standing up. Curveball that was bounced. Allen was able to keep it in front, but he had to contend with Barrows standing inside the box. So Allen had a sidestep around Peter Barrows, and by the time he picked the ball up, Andres Perez was standing on third. So it'll be a wild pitch charge to Matt Jackson. And now it's a 3-ball, 2-strike count on Peter Barrows. Jackson will stay in the stretch with a runner on third and 2 away. Barrows has struck out 50 times now this year, 4th most in the league, and he's granted time at the plate. Last year, Barrows hit 13 home runs for Sioux City, while hitting .279, a team that struggled to find offense. Allen setting up away. And the 3-2 pitch. Fastball, line drive towards right field. That ball's going to get down for a base hit. In to score is Perez. And on at first with a 2-out RBI single is Peter Barrows. The X's lead 2-0 in the top half of the 3rd. So Peter Barras on 3 balls and 2 strikes, lines one to right center, and he picks up his 27th RBI of the year and his 18th all-time in just 17 games here at Shaw Park. So back-to-back clutch hits, both come on full count pitches. And now Amos Ramon will step to the plate. Ramon hit it hard, but he lined it right at Tyler Kuhn, made the catch, leading off the top half of the second. Ramon, a right-hand batter. Barras with good speed, 4 for 4 in steals this year. Jackson brings the hands together. 2-0 Sioux City in the top of the third. The first pitch, fastball low and outside, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Amos Ramon now in his 9th season of professional baseball, a career .285 hitter, and a lifetime .346 average in this ballpark. Spent 4 years of his career with the Goldeyes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball, that one misses just outside, 2-0. And you go back to that 1-2 pitch, and Peter Barras, would appear to be a perfect fastball on the outside corner. And Jackson may have been squeezed by Joe Stegner, and Barras ends up turning it into a big run here in the top half of the third inning. Barras on 1st and 2 outs. Jackson behind 2-0 on Amos Ramon. The pitch, fastball high, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. Amos, the 2012 postseason MVP for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, who went 6-0 in the playoffs to win their first championship in 18 years. Amos drove in 9 runs in the 6 games. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Fastball right down the middle, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Barbero Canizares, of course, had the exciting walk-off homer in the bottom half of the 10th inning in Game 1 of the championship series. But Amos really had the dagger to help the Goldeyes go up 2-0 in Game 2. The pitch, swing and a miss. Amos came out of his shoes right there. And Jackson has battled back 3-2. Amos swung through the high fastball, and now a 3rd consecutive Texas hitter has gone to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Barras will now get the automatic start on first. 3-2 and 2 men down. 2-0 Explorers, top of the 3rd inning. Jackson brings the hands together. And the 3-2 runner goes. Broken bat grounder behind the bag at 3rd. Scooped by Mazzola. Throws to 1st. In time to get Ramon. And the side is retired. Sioux City gets 2 runs. There were 3 hits. And 1 runner left on base. Middle of the 3rd at Shaw Park. 2-0 Explorers on Jewel 101.
Save on your next energy bill with helpful tips from Manitoba Hydro. Even small changes can make a big impact on the environment. Install dimmer switches on the lights you use most often to control exactly how much light and electricity you use. Unplug your cell phone chargers once they finish charging. Chargers continue to draw energy even after your device is fully charged. And whenever possible, use cold water for laundry. For more ways to conserve energy, visit hydro.mb.ca.
The Real Estate News is online and connected. Connected to the latest MLS listings wherever you are. Print, online, mobile. It's in your hands. Visit winnipegrealestatenews.com. The Real Estate News is online and connected. Connected to the latest MLS listings wherever you are. Print, online, mobile. It's in your hands. Visit winnipegrealestatenews.com.
Nice day. Want a drink?
Yeah, sure. Pass me a Pepsi. Whoa! Do you hear that? Open your Pepsi. Whoa! That was awesome.
Hit it out of the park this summer with the cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi. Pepsi, live for now.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
For all Goldeyes home games this season, when the Goldeyes win, all fans in attendance win a Winnie Dog thanks to Salisbury House. If the Goldeyes win tonight, you can take your game ticket to any of the 7 Sal's Express locations to receive a free Winnie Dog with a purchase of fries. The offer is valid for 7 days following the win, courtesy of Salisbury House. 1 offer per ticket, per person, per visit, not valid at Shaw Park. The X's lead 2-0, back-to-back 2-out hits from Andres Perez and Peter Barras produced the runs. Luis Allen leads off the bottom half of the 3rd, and he takes a fastball at the knees from John Straka. The count is no balls and 1 strike. Allen, Gaida, and Kuhn 8, 9, and 1 to up in the home 3rd. Here's the windup from the righty in the 0-1 pitch. Allen takes a fastball downstairs, and it's now 1-1 strike. Luis Allen hitting .293 this year, no homers and 22 runs batted in. At a 6-game hitting streak come to an end last night, he is still batting .519 over his last 7 games. He grounds the plate, and the 1-1 pitch from Straka. Breaking ball low and inside. It's now 2 balls and a strike. The report on Straka, 86 to 88 miles an hour with a fastball. He throws the slider as his go-to out pitch. He's got a loopy curveball. We just saw one to the right hand batting Luis Allen. He'll also mix in a changeup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a high fly ball towards left field. Back goes Mesa. Onto the track. He's at the wall, and it's gone! Luis Allen slugs his first home run of the year. A line shot over the left field fence, and the Goldeyes, just like that, cut the lead in half. It's 2-1 Sioux City in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Allen's first homer of 2014 and his 23rd RBI of the year. So the Goldeyes some instant offense to begin the last of the 3rd, now trailing by a run. Jordan Guida will step to the plate, and that home run is brought to you by Home Run Sports. We've got you covered from prospect to pro. Our Home Run Sports home run winner is Glenn Cribb. Jordan Guida, a right-hand batter, and he swings and lines one foul the other way. It's 0-1. Congratulations, Glenn. Stop by Home Run Sports to receive your $20 gift card. Goldeyes fans can enter to win all season long by visiting Home Run Sports, located on Bishop Grandin, 1 block west of La Jamodier. Home Run Sports, get ready for your game. Guida takes a fastball just low. It's 1-1 strike. Guida is starting tonight at DH. Ryan Pineda suffered a minor hand injury sliding into the 3rd when he stole a base last night in the 8th inning. The 1-1 pitch, curveball on the outside corner, and it's now 1-2 strikes. Jordan Guida hitting .280 this year in 21 games, 1 homer and 6 runs batted in. The homer came against Sioux City. Here's the 1-2 pitch, fastball high, 86 miles an hour. And it's now 2 strikes. In fact, the homer against the X's was in the start made by Matt Jackson back on May 28th, accounting for the only Goldeyes run that afternoon. The 2-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball to the left side, tough play. Mendonca's got it, turns, he fires to first, and it's just in time to get Jordan Guida. Good play by Tommy Mendonca, showed some nice range to his left, and after he stabbed the ball, it looked like his back foot had caught in the dirt here at Shaw Park. He stumbled an extra couple of steps forward, but was able to turn his body and snapped off a good throw to Rene Tassoni. So there's 1 man down, and it's back to the top of the order for Tyler Kuhn. Kuhn flied out to center field in the bottom half of the 1st. A left-handed batter came in at .343, the 4th highest average in the league. The first pitch by Straka, curveball taken low and outside, and it's 1-0 strikes. Straka last pitched on Thursday against Wichita, the opener of a 3-game series, a game in which the X's committed 5 errors on defense and lost 5-3. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball high, it's now 2-0. Straka didn't pitch poorly. He went 6 1/3, gave up 5 runs, but only 3 were earned. And for a 3rd consecutive start, he did not issue a walk. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Tyler Kuhn. And it's a fastball taken low and outside. 3 balls and no strikes. So Straka in danger here of issuing his first walk since June 18th, the start at Kansas City when he walked a season-high 5 batters. 3-0 pitch, and it's on the outside corner of the letters 3-1. Kuhn has drawn 20 walks this year. Has a great on-base percentage at .401, puts him in the top 15 in the league. 1 out, nobody on base, 2-1 Sioux City. The 3-1 pitch, and that's on the outside half of the knees. So from 3-0 to 3-2, Tyler Kuhn seeing the most pitches per plate appearance among the Goldeyes at 4.20. You will see a 6th pitch here. Right-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. Straka to the windup, and the 3-2. Breaking ball, line shot towards right. Moving in his barrels, he makes the catch, and Kuhn retired. So Straka got away with a mistake. He hung a curveball in 3-2, and Kuhn was ready for it. He ripped it towards right, but it was right at Peter Barrows. 2 outs and nobody on. Josh Mazzola now stepping to the plate. Mazzola reached on an infield single in the bottom of the 1st at a slow high chopper that rolled up the arm of Chris Escobar. He would later steal second base, his 13th of the year. and was stranded in scoring position. Right-hand batter, wide open stance. The first pitch, fastball, misses high and away. And the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Straka, again, a classified rookie in this league, has given up 3 or fewer earned runs in 9 of 10 starts this season. Swinging a high fly ball to center field, fairly deep, playable for Caldwell coming in, makes the backhanded catch, and the Goldeyes are retired in the 3rd. But not before Luis Allen. It's a solo home run. 1 run, 1 hit, and nobody left on base. And at the end of 3 in downtown Winnipeg, it's Sioux City 2 and Winnipeg 1 on Jewel 101.
When's the last time your bank gave you a great big kiss when you walked through the door?
Excuse me?
That's what they do at Sonova Credit Union. Their DOG, you know, Director of Greetings, is a St. Bernard who welcomes all members.
Wow, can he schedule appointments too?
No need. At Sonova, you don't need an appointment, ever. Drop by whenever works for you. Bank brighter with Sonova Credit Union at one of their 11 branches throughout Manitoba, with convenient 7 days a week service in Winnipeg.
This is Goldeyes Baseball on 100.7 CFJL, Jewel 101, Winnipeg.
Hey, it's Ken, and there's a lot of ground to cover out here on the farm. You got to stay connected. I'll tell you what Ken would do. Ken would keep a two-way radio all through the day. Prairie Mobile has the Kenwood two-way radios that'll keep you talking. Tough, long range, long battery life, and even hands-free. Two-way radios from Kenwood. It's what Ken would do, and you should too.
After the sale, it's the service that counts. Prairie Mobile, your Kenwood authorized dealer.
The Stars are coming to Shaw Park this summer as the Winnipeg Goldeyes host the first ever 2-day American Association All-Stars celebrations. July 28th and 29th, catch all the action. Skills competition, home run derby, parties and autograph sessions, all-star luncheon featuring Fergie Jenkins, and of course, the All-Star Game. Play ball! Tickets are on sale now. Get yours before they're gone. Visit Goldeyes.com.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on Jewel 101.
Help support the Winnipeg Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation with a K's for Kids program. All you have to do is pledge an amount and you will donate towards the Field of Dreams Foundation every time a Goldeyes pitcher records a home strikeout during the 2014 season. You can fill out a pledge form at Goldeyes.com or at the Fan Services booth at Shaw Park. Last year, Goldeyes pitchers struck out 373 batters at home, meaning a pledge of just 5 cents per strikeout would have contributed $18.65. At the end of the season, we'll add up all the Goldeyes strikeouts, and the Field of Dreams Foundation will send you an invoice, or if you wish, we can charge your credit card for the amount pledged. For more information about the K's for Kids program, visit Goldeyes.com. Tommy Mendonça takes a fastball high and outside. 2-1 now in favor of the X's as we go to the top half of the 4th. Mendonça was struck out swinging on a high fastball in the 2nd. Left-hand batter, and he takes a changeup outside from Matt Jackson. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in this inning, which is brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. 2-0 to Mendonça. Popped up foul beyond the plate, travels over the screen, and it's now 2-1. The Gary South Shore Railcats are out to a 3-0 lead over the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks. That game is in the bottom half of the 2nd at Newman Outdoor Field. Fargo in danger of losing a 5th game in a row. 2-1 pitch. Fastball knee high for a strike, 2-2. Grand Prairie 3, Kansas City 0. They're in the bottom half of the 4th at Community America Ballpark. Wichita and Sioux Falls scoreless, top of the 4th inning at Lawrence Dumont Stadium in Kansas. They're in the bottom of the 1st in Nebraska, no score. The Salt Dogs are hosting the Laredo Lemurs. Jackson's 2-2 to Mendonça. Fastball just inside, not a bad pitch. And it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. And on the top of the 2nd at Midway Stadium, the St. Paul Saints lead the Amarillo Sox 1-0. Here 2-1 Sioux City, top of the 4th. The 3-2 pitch outside and low ball 4. A leadoff walk to Tommy Mendonça, and it's a runner on first and nobody out for Todd Jennings, who is hit by a pitch his first time up. Out of town scoreboard again brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. Jennings was hit by a pitch with 2 outs and was stranded on first base when Jackson struck out Chris Escobar in the top half of the 2nd. A right-hand batter at .255 with a homer and 26 runs batted in. And a hot hitter over the last 3 weeks. Mendoza above average speed on first. He ran a couple of times last night. Jennings swings and he fouls one down the right field line. It's 0-1. In his last 18 games, Jennings 21 for 65, an average of .323 with 14 runs batted in. He got off to a slow start, a .210 average in his first 30 games, but his bat has come alive since the middle of June. Runner on first and nobody out. Infield looks for a double play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line drive over short. That's going to drop in front of Ray Sadler for a base hit. Around second, Mendoza holds, made a very wide turn, but Sadler gets the ball quick to Tyler Kuhn. And that puts runners on first and second with no one down for Chris Escobar. A walk and a single, and Jennings is on board for a second time tonight. And we'll see if Escobar is asked to bunt by manager Steve Montgomery. Winnipeg just sliced the lead in half on a solo homer from Luis Allen leading off the bottom half of the third, but now the X's threaten to at least get that run right back. Mendoza on second base and Jennings on first. The corners expect the bunt. Mazzola and Harder pitching in. Escobar, a switch hitter from the left side of the plate. Jackson comes set. He squares around. Bunted left side. Very good bunt. It gets by Jackson and no play at any base. And safe at first with an infield single is Chris Escobar. It's the bases loaded and nobody out. That's a tough break. That was a good bunt by Chris Escobar. Jackson took what he thought was going to be a good angle, but when that ball got about 40 feet from home plate, it took a very odd bounce and actually ricocheted a little bit towards the pitcher's mound. So Jackson had to change direction, and by the time he grabbed it, Escobar, who has good speed, was crossing the bag. So a walk, a single, and now a bunt single. Giving the X's a huge opportunity. Bases loaded and no one down in the top half of the fourth. And Oscar Mesa, who is already 2 for 2 tonight, steps to the plate. Mesa an infield single. And then he had a line drive single and scored in the top half of the third. Corners in, middle infield back, switch hitter left-handed. Jackson's first pitch, swing and a miss at a fastball. Mesa a huge cut, ready to hit in the RBI situation. And the count is 0-1. These are the types of situations Steve Montgomery has been hoping to see improvement for the Explorers offense, a team that leads the league in men left on base. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit foul down the left field line, and the count goes to 0-2. Entering tonight, Sioux City has left a total of 404 runners on base, most in the American Association. And that is magnified when you look at their team batting average with men in scoring position, .261. And as a frame of reference, the Goldeyes among the league's best offense. They're rating .304 as a club with men in scoring position this year. So if that were to come up, maybe 20 or so points, a .280 average with men in scoring position, Sioux City's offense would look a whole lot better to this point in the season. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Mesa. Swing and a miss. Got him on a curveball in the dirt. Huge strikeout for Matt Jackson. And it's his 6th tonight. So he gets Mesa, who had been 2 for 2 entering the at-bat. And now Tim Caldwell, the rookie outfielder, steps to the plate. Caldwell has succeeded in these spots. The X's, you mentioned, they've been below average with men on base this season. Caldwell, fresh out of college, 6 for 16. With runners in scoring position this year, a .375 average. He fly to center in the first, rounded a shortstop in the third. Mendoza on third, Jennings on second, Escobar on first and one down. The corners stay in, and the first pitch to Caldwell, fastball on the outside corner. The count is 0-1. Tim Caldwell, the true rookie, out of the same ballpark that houses the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks Newman Outdoor Field. Played 4 years, finishing up this past spring. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball that's low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Caldwell just 22 years old. He only turned 22 in February. A native of Shoreview, Minnesota. A chance to extend the lead for Sioux City in the top half of the fourth. Middle infield not quite at double play depth. Outfield shading Caldwell a couple of steps the other way. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. That was a perfectly placed fastball by Matt Jackson right on the outside corner. Caldwell had a reach over and tipped it off the end of his bat. So now it's 1-2. Jackson will love another strikeout in this situation. Rene Tassoni, a dangerous hitter, waits on deck. On third is Tommy Mendoza. He walked. Todd Jennings a single in this inning. He's on second. Chris Escobar Ended up beating out a sacrifice attempt. He's on first. Jackson is set, righty to lefty. And the 1-2 pitch. Curveball hit in the ground, foul outside of first. Cole reached over at a curveball and just got a piece to stay alive, and he almost hooked it inside first base line. So it's still a ball and 2 strikes, and Tim Colwell, he's driven in 11 runs in his first 20 professional games. Runners take a lead all 3 bases. Jackson working from the stretch. Comes set below the belt. Another 1-2. Swinging a looper towards shallow right center field. Coming on is Abercrombie. It'll drop in for a base hit. Mendonça will score. Jennings will be waved around. Here's the relay throw by Brock Bond. It's not going to be in time. In to score is Todd Jennings, and the X's lead 4-1 in the top half of the 4th. On 1 ball and 2 strikes, Tim Colwell flipped one in a shallow center field just in front of Reggie Abercrombie. And that is double the amount of runs tonight for Sioux City. A 4-1 advantage here in the top of the 4th, and Colwell picks up his 12th and 13th runs batted in this year. Escobar stopped at second base. And now Rene Tassoni will step to the plate with first and second and 1 down. Goldeyes pitching coach Jamie Vermillion goes out with some words of support for the right-hander Matt Jackson. So Sioux City has won 3 of 4 games against the Goldeyes this season. Winnipeg tonight trying to even up this 3-game set. The X's took 2 out of 3 at the end of May. Since the 2 teams had departed, Sioux City had that rough patch before turning things around at the end of June. The Goldeyes certainly took off in their own way. The X's won a close one last night, and they built a 4-1 lead here in the top of the 4th. Tassoni 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. And the first pitch, fastball taken high and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Tassoni, a left-hand batter, played in 60 games for the Minnesota Twins in 2011. In 5 home runs, including one off of star pitcher Zach Greinke. He had 203 during his 60 games played in the major leagues. 2 on and 1 out. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball line drive towards right center. That's down for a base hit. Over to cut it off is Donnie Webb. Around third is Escobar. He stumbled around the plate. Bond will not make a relay throw. Escobar will score standing up. Heading to third base is Colwell, and it's now 5-1 Sioux City. So Rene Tassoni, who had been struck out each of his first 2 at-bats, turns in a high fastball and rips it to right field. So Escobar comes in as score for Rene Tassoni, his 28th RBI of the year and his 16th in the last 23 games. So Winnipeg had cut the lead in half. The X's have come right back to put 3 in the board against Matt Jackson. And it's first and third, only 1 man down. A sac fly still a possibility, and Andres Perez now digs in. He's 2 for 2 with a single and a 2-out RBI double. So back-to-back run-scoring hits from Tim Colwell and Rene Tassoni. Perez a right-hand batter. And Jackson's first pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner. And the count is 0-1. Winnipeg gets lefty Gabe Aguilar warming up. Jackson coming into this start only twice in 10 starts. And giving up more than 2 earned runs. One of those against Sioux City. They got 5 against him on May 28th. And they have put 5 on the board against him tonight. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball hit in the air towards right center field. Another tough play. Moving over Donnie Webb, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Colwell scores. Tassoni is heading for third. Perez has to hold at first base. A bloop single towards deep right center field has given Sioux City a 6-1 lead. And that is the X's 10th hit of the ball game. So Andres Perez now 3 out of 3. That one sliced towards Donnie Webb, but Webb is just a little bit short as he sprinted to his right. And the X's still have first and third base. So that brings up Peter Barrows, the 8th man up in the inning. Barrows hit a huge hit. It looked like he had been struck down in a 1-2 count with Perez on third base and 2 away in the third. And Jackson did not get the call. Barrows eventually worked it full and then lined a single to right to give Sioux City a 2-0 lead. First and third and 1 man down. Jackson from the stretch, swinging a bouncer foul, and it's no balls and 1 strike. So Barrows an aggressive cut now that his team is up by 5. It's 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for Sioux City. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for Winnipeg. The in-game line score is brought to you by Culligan Water. Better water, pure and simple. Culligan Water has been locally owned and operated since 1956, serving Winnipeg and the surrounding areas. Contact them at drinkculligan.com. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss at a breaking ball high. And the count 0-2 on Peter Barrows. Amos Ramon waiting on deck. 4 runs are home here in the top of the 4th on 3 consecutive hits. Colwell drove in 2, and Tassoni and Perez have each driven in 1. Tassoni good speed on third base. Perez with decent speed on first. 0-2 the count on Peter Barrows, who was struck out by Jackson in the top of the 1st inning. The 50th time this year that he's been struck out. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. He got him. Big slow curveball from Matt Jackson at 69 miles an hour, and Jackson picks up his 7th strikeout. So in a lot of ways, this game mirroring the one on May 28th. Jackson that day allowed 5 earned on 9 hits in 5 innings, but he struck out a season-high 7. And here Jackson over 3 2/3. He's allowed 6 earned on 10 hits, but he has matched that season-high total of 7 strikeouts. Here's Amos Ramon 0 for 2, a line out to short and a ground out to third base. Runners on the corners and 2 men down. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken high and outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Amos Ramon had 2 hits last night against his former club, including the game winner, a ground ball single to left in the top half of the 9th. Aguilar is sat down. Right-hand pitcher, right-hand batter. And the 1-0. Breaking ball into the knees for a strike. 1-1 on Amos Ramon. Tommy Mendonça, who led off this inning with a full count walk, is waiting on deck. Runners take a lead first and third base. Jackson has the sign from Allen. The right-hander comes set. Here's the 1-1 to Amos Ramon. He swings and lines one a shallow right field that'll fall in for a base hit. Tassoni will score. Heading to second is Andres Perez. An RBI single to right field for Amos Ramon, and that'll stretch the X's lead to 7-1. So Rick Forney will pop out of the dugout. And with Gabe Aguilar now throwing again down the left field line, I'll see if Forney takes the ball. The X's have put 5 on the board in the top of the 4th. They lead by 6. There is still time here. Goldeyes trying to get 1 more out, so that'll do it for Matt Jackson. He'll exit with first and second and 2 men down here in the 4th inning. Gabe Aguilar coming in. We'll tell you more about him after this on Jewel 101.
Support your own, the Goldeyes. And Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark and the fan-favorite Fort Garry Pale, both of which are available at Shaw Park, so cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
Hi, this is Ivan Saper, owner of Saper Agencies. We offer personal, business, automobile, and travel health insurance. But it's how we sell that makes us different. We strive to remain on the cutting edge of technology and product innovations. We promise you quick, efficient, and effective solutions and 100% satisfaction. See us today, and we'll find you the right solution at the right price. Remember, your best insurance policy is our experience.
Saper Agencies, 2188 McPhillips. Call 694-6787.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
This pitching change is brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. Call 452-0909. Left-hander Gabe Aguilar will come out of the bullpen with first and second and 2 outs. The X's have scored 5 times here in the top of the 4th. They now lead the Goldeyes by a score of 7-1. Aguilar makes his 20th appearance of the year, his 19th in relief. 5-1 with a 2.46 ERA. 22 innings pitched, 16 hits allowed, 6 walks, 15 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .203 against Gabe Aguilar this season. Aguilar 5'8", 165 pounds, a 24-year-old left-hander from El Paso, Texas. And he takes over for Matt Jackson, who has finished after 3 2/3. He has touched for 7 earned runs on 11 base hits. He walked 1, but he matched a season high with 7 strikeouts. Jackson had very good stuff tonight. The X's, though, have been able to square up some balls in the top of the fourth. They've scored 5 times in this inning on 6 hits. And Tommy Mendonça, who started it all with a walk, will step up for a second time in the inning. The first pitch, fastball down low, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Gabe Aguilar pitching for the first time since Saturday, the middle game against the Redhawks. He worked a full inning and allowed 1 earned run in the Goldeyes 8-4 victory. Lefty against lefty, and the pitch. Fastball missing low and outside, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes. Tim Caldwell, a 2-run single with the bases loaded. That came in a 1-2 count. Tassoni and Perez follow with back-to-back RBI singles. And after Barras was struck out, Ramon lined one to right field to drive in a 5th run. Fastball on the outside corner, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. And Tommy Mendonça, he was struck out by Matt Jackson in the 2nd inning. It's 7 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for Sioux City. A run, 2 hits, and no errors for Winnipeg. Perez on second, Ramon on first, and 2 away. Aguilar ready in the 2-1 pitch. Fastball just a bit low, and it's now 3 balls and 1 strike. Gabe with 5 victories on the year, putting him in the top 10 in the American Association, despite being a relief pitcher. And all 5 of those wins have come in relief appearances. Here's the 3-1, swinging a ground ball foul to the right side, 3-2, and that'll give the runners the automatic start. The start made by Aguilar, that of course was in the historic no-hitter at Sioux Falls, the nightcap of the doubleheader at the very beginning of June. Gabe went the front 2 2/3 innings and retired all 8 batters to face him. 7-1 Sioux City. We're in the top of the 4th at Shaw Park. Big crowd on hand. 2 on and 2 out. The runners go, 3-2 pitch, and it's just low ball 4. So Tommy Mendonça draws his 2nd walk of the inning, and that'll keep it going for Sioux City. Bases loaded and 2 men down. Todd Jennings will step up. He had a single to left field that has contributed to this rally. So now Perez on third base, Ramon on second, Mendonça on first, and 2 men down. Mendonça with his 15th and 16th walks of the year in the top of the 4th. Jennings was also hit by a pitch. He's officially 1 for 1. He came home on the Caldwell base hit. He swings the first pitch and misses a fastball. It's 0-1. Big cut by Todd Jennings. Try to hit one out of the park. Jennings has hit 1 homer this year. Former San Francisco Giants 2nd round draft pick out of Long Beach State. Aguilar working out of the stretch. The left-hander is ready. And the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Just outside. A good pitch by Aguilar. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Goldeyes trying to get that elusive final out here on the top of the 4th. Again, with this offense, really never out of any game, but X is leading by 6 here with the bases loaded. The 1-1 pitch, change up just outside. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Joe Stegner really makes the pitchers on the mound, either side, earn the strikes. Those last couple have not been bad pitches by Gabe Aguilar. Lefty to righty. The 2-1 to Jennings, low and inside, 3 balls and a strike. So now Aguilar in danger of forcing home an 8th Explorers run and a 6th here in the top half of the 4th. Perez on third, Ramon on second, Mendonça on first, and 2 outs. Big pitch coming up, 3-1 the count on Todd Jennings. Aguilar delivers at a high pop-up, shallow right, out goes Bond, charging in is Donnie Webb. Webb is under it, makes the catch, and the side is retired. The X's, they score 5 runs. There were a total of 6 base hits and 3 left on. Middle of the 4th at Shaw Park. It's 7-1 Sioux City on Jewel 101.
Step into Cub Bakery and you'll feel like you've come home. Cub Bakery, the oldest rye bread bakery in the city, has been making Winnipeg-style rye bread using virtually the same recipe since 1923. But they make so much more than their signature rye. Pick up fresh hearth and pan breads, pastries, and buns, all baked with care to ensure you and your family enjoy only the highest of quality. One taste and you'll understand why they're a Winnipeg tradition. Cub Bakery, always fresh.
You have a mission. Make summer yours. Master the lawn, own the barbecue, and make the yard into your own private kingdom. And you'll find everything you need to complete this mission at Rona, your destination for all home improvement and renovation needs. Building materials, barbecues, lawnmowers, patio furniture. The only thing you need is imagination and a little know-how. And if you need help in that department, the experts at Rona are available to give you the best tips on your home improvement projects. Rona Home and Garden. What's your next project? Visit Rona.ca.
You know, shopping for new clothes really shouldn't lead to an existential crisis.
Why? Just why?
Find your fit at Sargent Blue Jeans. Choose from your favorite brands like Silver, Levi's, Buffalo, and Dickies. Sargent Blue Jeans carries specialty and hard-to-find sizing with on-site alterations while you wait. You don't have to settle for good enough when you can get the perfect fit. For the best in casual and work clothes, hit a home run with Sargent Blue Jeans, located on the corner of Sargent and Valor.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Bottom of the fourth inning at Shaw Park. The X's now lead by a score of 7-1. They scored 5 times in the top of the inning, so Winnipeg will look to chip away. And they sent up 3, 4, and 5. Harther, Saller, and Webb against John Straka, who has now been staked to a 6-run lead. Trades and transactions are brought to you by Prairie Safety Surfacing. Bounces like rubber, wears like a rock. Here's the first pitch to Casey Harther, and it's a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Prairie Safety Surfacing, your authorized rubber rock dealer for Manitoba. Visit them at prairieSafetySurfacing.com. Swinging a ground ball out to short. 3 hops fielded by Escobar down low. Fires to first in time to get Harther. And there's one man down in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Today, the Amarillo Sox signed right-hander Tyler Hale. They have let go of backup catcher Connor Orgoman. And they have also released left-hand pitcher Dane Keys to the Goldeyes beat in the 3rd game of the year. The Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks officially announced the signing of Eric Castro, a AAA infielder. They have let go of outfielder Tim Alberts. Here's the first pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, and the count is 0-1. The Gary South Shore Railcats signed former Goldeyes relief pitcher Barry Fowler, so Fowler should be in town this weekend when the Goldeyes make their first visit. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and it's 0-2 on Ray Sadler. The Grand Prairie Airhawks let go of left-hand pitcher Brandon Vargas, who had been a very serviceable starter the last couple of seasons. Sadler fly to right field in the bottom of the first. The 0-2 pitch, fastball high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kansas City has activated left-hander Derek Laura and infielder Danny Richard from the disabled list. Richard especially a huge lift for the T-Bones on their middle infield. The 1-2 swing and a miss at a breaking ball in the dirt. And Jennings will apply the tag for strike 3. Second strikeout for the right-hander John Straka. Donnie Webb will now step to the plate. Webb lined out to center field leading off the bottom half of the second. The Lincoln Salt Dogs also signed left-hand pitcher Kevin McGovern. So a number of transactions around the league. Great to see Barry Fowler, one of the real all-time great feel-good stories around independent baseball. A rookie over the age of 30, spent some time with the Goldeyes as Webb swings and lines one to center field. That'll drop in front of Caldwell for a base hit. Donnie Webb with a line drive single to center, and the Goldeyes have a 2-out base runner for Reggie Abercrombie. Webb jumping in the first pitch from John Straka and smokes that a medium center field. Abercrombie stepping up, was struck out swinging in the bottom half of the second. Barry Fowler also had a little bit of time with the El Paso Diablos, so it'll be good to see Barry in town this Friday when the Railcats, the defending champions, are in town for a 3-game series. 1 on, 2 out, 7-1 Explorers. We're in the bottom half of the fourth at Shaw Park. First pitch fouled straight back off the screen. A slide step from John Straka, and it's no balls and 1 strike. 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors for Sioux City. 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors for Winnipeg. Donnie Webb on 1st and 2 outs, not a big lead. Webb is 2nd in the league in steals with 19. He's only been caught 3 times this year. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses high and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Goldeyes with 5+ team at-bats to try and chip away at a 6-run deficit. Goldeyes, they scored 10 in an inning, if you remember, on Sunday. Breaking ball stays high, and it's now 2 balls and a strike. So this offense more than capable of making the comeback. Right now they're trying to continue to drive up the pitch count of John Straka, who has a little over 50 pitches here through 3 2/3 innings. Webb inching away from first base. Straka from a high set. And the 2-1 pitch. Abercrombie swings, pops it in the air, foul right side, giving a look to Sony. That'll reach the crowd about halfway into the box seats. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. On the right hand batting, Reggie Abercrombie leads the Goldeyes with 10 home runs, tied for 5th most in the league. Travis Denker of Laredo has cooled off a bit, but he still leads the league with 16 homers. Outfield deep and a step to left. Runner goes, 2-2 pitch, check swing, and it's a called strike 3 at the knees. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on base. End of 4 here at Shaw Park. The Explorers lead 7-1 on Jewel 101.
Water cooler's out.
Never fear! As a powerful elemental, I shall conjure forth a refreshing aquatic spring to quench our thirst. Just, give it a minute.
Clean, great-tasting drinking water isn't magic. It's Culligan. Culligan Water has been serving Winnipeg and surrounding areas for 58 years. As a member of the CBWA, you can count on their highly trained staff to deliver the best possible water treatment products and services, drinking water systems, and bottled water. Culligan Water. Better water. Pure and simple.
Can you guess who is top dog in the alley? Johnson Waste Management. Johnson Waste Management has been recognized as the top dog in the business 7 years in a row. Not bad for a local family-owned business in a dog-eat-dog world. Johnson Waste Management. Silver trucks and green bins. Doing our best to be the very best.
Step into Cub Bakery and you'll feel like you've come home. Cub Bakery, the oldest rye bread bakery in the city, has been making Winnipeg-style rye bread using virtually the same recipe since 1923. But they make so much more than their signature rye. Pick up fresh hearth and pan breads, pastries, and buns, all baked with care to ensure you and your family enjoy only the highest of quality. One taste and you'll understand why they're a Winnipeg tradition. Cub Bakery, always fresh.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball is presented by MTS. Get unlimited internet in Manitoba on all your devices only with MTS. 7-1 Sioux City. We go to the top of the 5th at Shaw Park. 9-1-2 up against Gabe Aguilar, who took over for Matt Jackson in the top half of the 4th inning. Escobar, Mesa, and Caldwell. Escobar had a key hit during the 5-run top of the 4th. The switch hitter from the right side bunts it to the left. A tough play moving over Aguilar. Mazzola comes in. It goes foul, and Mazzola quickly jumps on top. And it's 0-1 on Chris Escobar. Escobar came up with first and second, and nobody out. He was up to sacrifice. Dropped a good bunt down along the third baseline, and then it took a very odd bounce. It veered to the right over towards the pitcher's mound as Matt Jackson tried to field, and Jackson scrambled his best to try and get in position to make a throw, but by the time he picked it up, Escobar was safe at first. And that loaded the bases with nobody out. The X's would go on to score 5 times in the inning. Here, Escobar tried to bunt for a leadoff hit. It's no balls and a strike on the rookie infielder who played earlier this season for the Trinidad Triggers of the Pecos League. Aguilar working out of the stretch, no one on base. The 0-1, fastball misses inside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Escobar, playing for Trinidad, appeared in 23 games. He had 404 with 6 homers and 30 runs batted in. Originally from Stockton, California. The 1-1 pitch, line shot towards short. Kuhn reaches, makes the catch for the first out. Great play by Tyler Kuhn, ranged to his right and caught that reaching over his shoulder. A backhand play to take away a leadoff hit. So Escobar is retired, and it's back to the top of the order for Oscar Mesa. Mesa 2 for 3. An infield single, a line drive single, and a strikeout. He has also scored a run. A switch hitter from the right side of the plate. Oscar Mesa against lefties in his time with the X's, very good. 8 for 17, a .471 average. The pitch, change up, that's on the outside corner and it's 0-1 on Oscar Mesa. Today's trivia question is brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel specializing in spacious executive suites. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, line foul over towards the X's dugout, and one of the players just had to hit the deck. So the count is no balls and 2 strikes. I believe that was Amos Ramon who actually had a jump back at the protective screen, was standing in the top step, and good to see that Amos is all right. 0-2 the count on Mesa. Now Aguilar brings the hands together. And the 0-2 pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss, he got him. Great back foot slider from Gabe Aguilar. His first strikeout in relief, and it's 2 outs and nobody on in the top of the 5th inning. Tonight's question, well, tonight's Goldeyes starter Matt Jackson last year among pitchers with at least 40 innings of work. He ranked tied for first in the American Association in walks per 9 innings at just 1.1. What pitcher shared that tie with at least 40 innings last season? Call the Jewel 101 studio at 204-943-5250 with your answer for a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Goldeyes game. We'll have the correct answer later tonight. Tim Colwell takes a fastball low and away for ball 1. And a big hit in the rally in the 4th, a 2-run bloop single to center with the bases loaded. Lefty against lefty, he swings and grounds one out to first. Big hop backhanded by Harther, flips to Aguilar, and Aguilar just beats Colwell to the bag. The side is retired. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. We've come halfway at Shaw Park. It's 7-1 Explorers on Jewel 101.
Watching the game is something to enjoy. But remember, drinking any alcohol and driving don't mix. Drinking and driving puts you and others in danger. Your best bet is a designated driver who has had no alcohol. Enjoy the game, but whatever you do, don't drink and drive. To keep Manitobans safe behind the wheel, police are increasing enforcement near you. Watch for them. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
You have a mission. Make summer yours. Master the lawn, own the barbecue, and make the yard into your own private kingdom. And you'll find everything you need to complete this mission at Rona, your destination for all home improvement and renovation needs. Building materials, barbecues, lawnmowers, patio furniture. The only thing you need is imagination and a little know-how. And if you need help in that department, the experts at Rona are available to give you the best tips on your home improvement projects. Rona Home and Garden. What's your next project? Visit Rona.ca.
I'm Larry McIntosh. California to Winnipeg, 2,966 kilometers. Portage to Winnipeg, 85 kilometers. Which vegetables do you think are fresher? Peak of the market, the vegetables less traveled, and that's a good thing.
The very best from Manitoba, it's peak of the market.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Hey fans, tickets are on sale now for the Winnipeg Free Press All-Star After Party on Tuesday, July 29th at the Metropolitan Entertainment Center. Your ticket provides you with a variety of snacks, a complimentary beverage, and the chance to mix, mingle, and dance with the All-Stars. That's the Free Press All-Star After Party on Tuesday, July 29th after the big game. Tickets to the after party are just $20 and available at the Shaw Park box office. First pitch on the way to Brock Bond, a fastball low and away. It's 1 ball and no strikes. 7-1 Sioux City, bottom half of the 5th. John Straka is back out, throws a changeup high and away, and it's now 2-0 on Brock Bond. Bond, a switch hitter from the left side. He's 0 for 1, grounds it out to second base in the bottom half of the 2nd. Crowd's home plate, Straka to the windup, and the 2-0 pitch. That's on the outside corner. 86 mile-an-hour fastball. Straka trying to work a little bit quicker now that he's got a large lead, 7-1. Here's the 2-1, and it's a fastball down low, 3 balls and a strike. He has only given up 1 run that came on the solo shot from Luis Allen in the bottom half of the 3rd. At the time, it made it a 2-1 game, and the X's put 5 on the board in the next half inning. Bond came in at .326 in 15 games played with Winnipeg. Straka nods in agreement with Todd Jennings. And the 3-1 pitch, check swing, called strike on the outside corner, 3-2. Again, our trivia question tonight, what pitcher last season tied with Matt Jackson for the lowest walk-to-inning ratio in the American Association. Here's a 3-2 pitch, and it's on the inside corner, strike 3 call. Bond thought he had ball 4. That pitch looked low, and that was not a strike for Matt Jackson in a critical spot back in the third on Peter Barrows. Eventually had the single. So Bond is rung up, and that'll bring up Luis Allen 1 for 1. He had the solo shot, his first of the year, in the bottom half of the third. And that is among pitchers, by the way, with at least 40 innings of work. Lowest walk per 9 innings last season in the league. Fastball high and inside, 1 ball and no strikes. So Allen, who had a 6-game hitting streak, snapped last night. Back in the hit column in this game with a solo shot to left, now is 23 driven in. Fastball low and away, and it's now 2-0. That was the same location on that 3-2 pitch to Brock Bond. It's 7-1 Explorers, last of the 5th inning. Outfield medium depth and a few steps to left. The 2-0 pitch, fastball on the inside corner at the knees. 2-1 on Luis Allen, who came in at 293. A lifetime .313 hitter at Shaw Park in 212 games. 2-1 pitch. Fastball wide, strike over the outside edge. And it's now 2-2 in the Goldeyes catcher. Jordan Guida DHing tonight. Ryan Pineda a little banged up. He's sitting out tonight's game. The 2-2 pitch, and that's outside and low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors for Sioux City. A run, 3 hits, and no errors for Winnipeg. Bases empty and 1 man down. The 3-2 pitch, and it's in there for a called strike 3. Second straight hitter thought he had ball 4, and Joe Stegner rings him up. So back-to-back called third strikes. And you gotta wonder if it has anything to do with the larger lead on the board right now for Sioux City. Jordan Guida steps to the plate. Joe Stegner just rung up 2 guys that might have the best eyes in this league. You can certainly throw Goldeyes shortstop Tyler Kuhn in there. Here's the first pitch on the way to Jordan Guida. Fastball on the outside corner, and the count is 0-1. Brock Bond, a guy who has nearly a .400 career on base percentage. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Little looper towards the right field line. Moving over to Sony. He's under it, makes the catch. And that retires the side of Luis Allen, a guy who often will strike out in single digits over a whole year, but both are rung up, and the Goldeyes are down in order in the bottom half of the 5th. Nothing across, and at the end of 5 at Shaw Park, it's 7-1 Sioux City on Jewel 101.
We all know that money doesn't grow on trees, but it sure grows in our branches. At Steinbach Credit Union, you get a great interest rate on any of our savings accounts, right from $1. That's right, no minimum balance here. Add to that a complete range of financial products in our unparalleled service, and that could put a smile on anyone's face. So switch to SCU today and laugh all the way from the bank. Steinbach Credit Union, taking care of the world's most important money, yours.
It's a quiet evening at the lake. You can hear the birds singing before bed. The gentle waves. It doesn't get any better than this. Unless you add Archangel Fireworks to your night. Having a birthday? Amp it up with fireworks. Family reunion? Nothing says we missed you like a crackling peony exploding in the sky. Typical Wednesday? You guessed it. You need Archangel Fireworks. 104 Pembina Highway.
Leave the daily grind behind and treat yourself to what is by far Winnipeg's best happy hour. Monday through Friday from 3 until 5, the lounge at your favorite Pony Corral location has happy hour appetizers at half price. And on top of that, every Monday, Tuesday, and Sunday, you can get 49-cent wings and ribbies. It's all part of Winnipeg's best and most delicious happy hour. Monday to Friday from 3 till 5 and Monday and Tuesday from 5 until 2 a.m. at your local Pony Corral lounge.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball is brought to you by MTS. Get unlimited internet in Manitoba on all your devices only with MTS. 7-1 Sioux City. We go to the top half of the 6th. Kind of an unfortunate series of calls by Joe Stegner in the last half inning. Brock Bond, who has a lifetime .398 on base percentage, and Luis Allen, who over the last 3 seasons has struck out 10 times, 13 times, and 8 times, playing almost all 100 games. Both were rung up on 3-2 pitches that appeared to be low. So we go to the top half of the 6th. That is 7-1 Sioux City. Rene Tassoni leads off against Gabe Aguilar. And the first pitch, fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Tassoni, Perez, and Barrows 3, 4, and 5. Tassoni had an RBI single during the 5-run top of the 4th. A left-hand batter, Aguilar is in his 3rd inning of work. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball on the inside corner. A good front door breaking ball from Aguilar, and it's 0-2. Prior to the 4th, Tassoni had been struck out twice by Matt Jackson, who matched his season high tonight with 7 strikeouts, even though he exited with 2 outs in the 4th inning. Lefty against lefty, the 0-2. Slider outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Gabe Aguilar trying to chew up some innings here through the middle of the game, and give the Goldeyes a shot to try and come back. John Straka's looked very sharp for a 2nd time this year against Winnipeg. He has allowed just the solo shot to Luis Allen and only 3 total hits over 5 innings. 1-2 the count on Rene Tassoni. Aguilar from the stretch, first base side of the rubber. Here's the 1-2, breaking ball, line drive towards left. Coming on is Abercrombie, reaches down, slides off his glove. Tassoni rounds first, he's on his way to second base, and he will get there standing up with a double. Tough break, Tassoni at 1-2, punched it out to left center. Abercrombie charged in. He slid down to a knee and tried to make a spectacular catch. It broke just off his glove, and Tassoni with heads-up base running ends up on second base. So a runner in scoring position and nobody out. Andres Perez, 3 for 3. 2 singles, a double, 2 runs batted in, and a run scored as stepping to the plate. Including tonight, Perez now hitting .341 in his last 20 games played. Aguilar from the stretch. Breaking ball misses just outside. It's 1 ball and 0 strikes. Aguilar, born and lives in El Paso, Texas. He played at Socorro High School in El Paso before signing on to the University of New Mexico. And had a very strong college career, played 4 seasons for the Lobos. Swinging a high fly towards left field. Back goes Sadler, onto the track, back at the wall, and it's gone. Andres Perez hits a towering fly ball over the left field fence for a 2-run homer. His 4th hit of the night. For Perez, his 2nd home run this season. He's now driven in 4 in this ball game, and the Explorers have a 9-1 lead in the top half of the 6th. So Perez got that high in the air for a second. You thought maybe Sadler would have a shot at the warning track or up against the wall, but it carried just over. And the X's have now scored 7 unanswered runs since the Luis Allen homer in the bottom half of the 3rd. So a huge night for the DH Andres Perez. Last night he played at first. He spent a lot of time this year playing second base. Barrows 1 for 3 at the plate with an RBI single, and he takes a fastball just low and inside. 1 ball and 0 strikes. Barrows an RBI single in the 3rd. There's the call that Stegner may have missed on the 1-2 pitch on a fastball that appeared to catch the corner. The 1-0 pitch bounced outside, and it's now 2 balls and 0 strikes. Barrows would eventually work the count in his favor and then took advantage of the situation. He lined a single to right that drove in Andres Perez and gave Sioux City a 2-0 lead. 2-0 on Barrows. Nobody out here on the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss at a changeup outside, a home run cut. And the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. The entire Goldeyes organization is gearing up to host the 2014 American Association All-Stars celebrations. The 2-day celebrations begin Monday, July 28th with the All-Star Fan Fest hosted by Lower Level Sports Cards. The 2-1. High and outside of the fastball. It's now 3 balls and a strike. Activities include a sports card show, interactive games, live entertainment on the Free Press stage, an all-star autograph session, and fun with a Recycle Everywhere street team. Aguilar's 3-1 pitch hit on the ground towards shortstop, moving in front. Kuhn, he's got it, sets those to first in time to get Peter Barrows. Nice play by Kuhn, and there's 1 down in the top of the 6th inning. The All-Star Skills competitions take place later that evening on the 28th. Gates opening at Shaw Park at 5 p.m. The first 2,500 in attendance to receive an All-Star baseball courtesy of Recycle Everywhere. First is the Media Skills Competition, followed by the Recycle Everywhere All-Star Skills Competition. Both events include fastest runner, outfield throwing accuracy, and of course the Home Run Derby. Illusionist Brian Glow will be on hand to add some magic to the evening. Amos Ramon 1 for 3 tonight, takes a fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. He drove in the 5th run and the 5-run 4th, an RBI single to right with 2 outs. Immediately following the skills competition, the Goldeyes turn back the clock with a dance party in the Recycle Everywhere Picnic Park. Fastball misses low and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike, and Amos Ramon. Sock Hop with the Stars features iconic Winnipeg band Free Ride as Harry and the Armpits perform nostalgic tunes from the 1950s and 60s. Breaking ball on the outside corner, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fans that attend the event, which is free with a skills competition ticket, will have the chance to dance, mix, and mingle with the All-Stars. The celebrations continue on Tuesday, July 29th at noon with the BFI All-Star Luncheon at the Fairmont Hotel. Aguilar's 1-2 to Ramon, breaking ball low and inside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Canadian native and Baseball Hall of Famer Fergie Jenkins will be the guest speaker. Tables or individual tickets to the luncheon are available by calling the Goldeyes at 982 base. The same afternoon, kids 8 to 13 years of age can participate in the McDonald's All-Star Skills Camp. The 2-2 pitch on the outside corner, strike 3 call. Good changeup from Gabe Aguilar. Ramon has a couple of words for Joe Stegner, but considering what happened to Luis Allen and Brock Bond in the last half inning, Sioux City really should not be barking with Stegner tonight. It's now 2 outs and nobody on. Tommy Mendonça stepping up. He walked twice in the 5-run 4th, and he has also struck out, officially 0 for 1. The 3-hour skills camp the afternoon of the 29th will be held at Shaw Park and features instruction from Goldeyes players. The first pitch, swinging a ground ball to the right side, tough up, corralled by Harther. He's got it in his bare hand, flips to Gabe, and Gabe gets to the bag in time. That'll retire the side here in the 6th inning. The X's get 2 more in the Perez home run. There were 2 hits and nobody left on base. Middle of the 6th at Shaw Park. It's 9-1 Sioux City on Jewel 101.
Most days, you can predict what life's going to throw at you.
He's 2 for 2 at bat so far today.
But every once in a while...
Strike! Oh, he did not see that coming.
When life throws you a curveball, Ranger Insurance will protect what's important to you. Whether it's home, life, auto, or commercial, they have a plan that fits your needs. Ranger Insurance, putting relationships first. For the protection you deserve, visit rangerinsurance.ca.
The rebates are back! The rebates are back!
What?
The rebates from Reliance Superior Heating and Air Conditioning are back, and I'm not missing out on the great savings this year.
The rebates from Reliance are back by popular demand. Right now, when you buy a high-efficiency Lennox furnace and air conditioner from Reliance, you get $2,000 back in rebates. Call Reliance Superior Heating and Air Conditioning now at 204-697-5666 or hurry over to RelianceSuperior.ca today. Some conditions apply. It's summer. The perfect time to kick back and relax with friends and family. This summer, make it easy on yourself with catering by Chicken Delight. From a feast for a few to feeding your whole crew, Chicken Delight will put a smile on everyone's face with their famous chicken, fabulous pizza, ribs that rock, and more. Pick it up or have it delivered. Give us a call or send us your catering order at chickendelight.com.
So don't cook tonight. Tonight, all right. Call Chicken Delight.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
The 2014 American Association All-Star celebrations culminate with a 2014 American Association All-Star Game on Tuesday, July 29th, presented by Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries. Every fan in attendance receives a Goldeyes card playing courtesy of Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries, as well as a commemorative All-Star Game program. The Superstars and Berserk will entertain fans between innings, and following the game, fans can enjoy a fireworks spectacular. Tyler Kuhn leads off the bottom of the 6th, 9-1 now in favor of Sioux City. Fastball outside and low from John Straka. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Andres Perez extended the lead with a 2-run homer to left field in the top of the 6th. The 1-0 pitch, ground ball towards the middle of the diamond, base hit through to center field. Tyler Kuhn, a leadoff single to center. We'll see if the Goldeyes can generate some offense here in the bottom half of the 6th. It is the first time the leadoff runner is on base. Now, Luis Allen did hit a leadoff homer in the bottom half of the 3rd. This, though, the first time the Goldeyes will get John Straka immediately into the stretch position. Josh Mazzola 1 for 2 with an infield single and a stolen base tonight. Following the fireworks show, fans can interact with the All-Stars at the Winnipeg Free Press After Party at the Metropolitan Entertainment Center. Zola takes a breaking ball on the inside half for strike 1. Tickets for the after party are on sale now. For tickets and information about the 2014 American Association All-Star celebrations, call the Goldeyes office at 982-BASE or visit goldeyes.com. The 0-1 of Mazzola, high fly ball, pretty deep left field. Back goes Mesa onto the warning track. Mesa is there and he makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Kuhn has to retreat to first. A deep fly ball to left center. This one didn't carry the way that Perez's did in the top of the inning. And Mazzola comes up a little bit shy of a home run. So a runner on first and one away. Casey Harther steps up 0 for 2. Harther lined to right field in the opening inning. And then grounded out to Escobar at shortstop in the bottom half of the 4th. 9-1 Sioux City. We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses side away. 1 ball and 0 strikes. To give you an idea of the high caliber of baseball the Goldeyes have been playing over the last month and a half. The last time Winnipeg was down by as many as 8 runs. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. I should say the last time they were down by as many as 7 runs. Right now they were trailing by 8. You've got to go back to the May 31st game against the Lincoln Salt Dogs here at Shaw Park 40 days ago. 1 on and 1 out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a bouncer out to shortstop. Escobar's got it. Goes to second for 1. The relay to first is in time for the double play. And the side is retired. 6-4-3 turn by Escobar and Ramon. No runs, a hit, and nobody left on base. End of 6 here at Shaw Park. It's the Explorers 9 and the Goldeyes 1 on Jewel 101.
The Fairmont Winnipeg is the city's only luxury hotel with 340 luxuriously appointed rooms, 19,000 square feet of stylish function space, and 12 meeting rooms. At the Fairmont, quality, comfort, and convenience come standard, and its central location makes it perfect for your next corporate meeting or family staycation. Travel easily to the RBC Convention Center through the Underground Concourse, or visit the nearby Canadian Museum of Human Rights. Located in the heart of the city, the Fairmont Winnipeg continues to be the hotel of choice for the discerning traveler.
This is Goldeyes Baseball on 100.7 CFJL, Jewel 101, Winnipeg.
Stay informed on all the latest news and entertainment with the Winnipeg Free Press. The Winnipeg Free Press gives you the most in-depth local, national, and international news coverage, unrivaled coverage of the arts, and the best in sports. And as the winner of the Canadian Journalism Foundation's 2013 Excellence in Journalism Award, when someone asks,
"Where'd you hear that?"
and you answer,
"I read it in the Free Press,"
you can always count on having the full story. The Winnipeg Free Press, there for you.
Going on vacation can be exciting.
Woo! Bon voyage, Winnipeg!
But when you're miles away from Winnipeg, the last thing you want to worry about is the security of your home. That's why Commissionaires Manitoba offers a house watch service. They'll do an interior and exterior patrol of your property, bring in your mail, remove snow from your car, even water your plants. Don't leave your house to chance. Leave it to the Commissionaires. Go to commissionaires.mb.ca.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on Jewel 101.
Top of the 7th inning at Shaw Park. Goldeyes trailing by a score of 9-1. Sioux City turned a double play to escape the 6th and help John Straka get around the leadoff single from Tyler Kuhn. It'll be 8-9-1 coming up for Sioux City. Jennings, Escobar, and Mesa against Gabe Aguilar. Going out for a 4th overall inning. He gave up the 2-run homer to Andres Perez back in the 6th. First pitch, Jennings grounds one the other way. Bond reaches, can't get it, base hit through to right field. So Todd Jennings punches a single to right, a leadoff hit. And now Chris Escobar, the switch hitter, steps up. We'll take another look at the out-of-town scoreboard in this inning, brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. The Gary South Shore Railcats lead the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks 6-2 in the bottom half of the fourth at Newman Outdoor Field in North Dakota. Airhawks 6, T-Bones nothing in the top of the seventh at Community America Ballpark. Escobar switch hitter right-handed. He's 1 for 3 with a bunt single, and he takes a fastball just low from Gabe Aguilar. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Wichita and Sioux Falls, no score. That game is in the bottom half of the seventh inning at Lawrence Dumont Stadium in Kansas. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Aguilar. Swinging a high fly ball towards right field. Moving in is Donnie Webb. He's under it. Webb makes the catch, and that sends Jennings back to first base. The Salt Dogs lead the Lemurs 4-3, bottom of the fourth inning at Haymarket Park. And it's the Amarillo Sox 3 and the St. Paul Saints 1, top half of the fifth inning at Midway Stadium. Here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, it's the Explorers leading the Goldeyes 9-1. In the middle game of a 3-game series, we have hit the later innings. Sioux City in a good position to trying to win a second straight against the Goldeyes and a 4th and 5 tries this year. First pitch to Oscar Mesa, swung on and lifted foul towards the right field stands. And it's 0-1. Mesa 2 for 4, 2 singles. He's been struck out twice, and he has scored a run. Another switch hitter who bats right-handed against the lefty Gabe Aguilar, who took over for Matt Jackson in the fourth inning with 2 outs. 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors for Sioux City. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Winnipeg. Jennings on first and 1 away. The 0-1 pitch. Changeup bounce towards the mound. Tough play. Aguilar can't get it. Mazzola fields, guns it a first, and it's just in time to get Mesa. Josh Mazzola able to save that. He made an attempt, but it bounced just over his head. Mazzola cut across the middle of the diamond. He grabbed the ball with 2 hands and snapped a throw to Casey Harther just in time to get Mesa, who runs well. That moves Todd Jennings to second base, and now Tim Caldwell will step to the plate. Caldwell 1 for 4. With a 2-run single. He has grounded out twice and flied out to center. Caldwell looks like he's grabbing a different bat from the dugout. Oh, perhaps we'll have a pinch hitter. We will have a pinch hitter, so Caldwell is finished. And Steve Montgomery with a 9-1 lead. He's going to get Mike Lang into the ball game here. Mike Lang started last night in center field. And Lang will pinch hit. He'll likely stay in the ball game in center field. Michael Lang, 246 this year, no homers and 8 runs batted in. He is 1 for 12 since coming off the disabled list late last week and 7 for 46 in his last 12 games after beginning the season with a 300 average over the first 3 weeks. So Lang, who has battled injury and some rough times recently, trying to find the timing that made him one of the top players in the league a couple of years ago. Check swinging a first pitch fastball, and first base umpire Bobby Feaster said that Lang held up. 1 ball and 0 strikes. So Caldwell is done. He certainly made a big contribution on 1 and 2 in a big spot. He looped a single to shallow center that drove in 2 runs in the top of the fourth and gave Sioux City a 4-1 lead. Swinging a high bouncer to short, moving in as Cooney fields. Throws to first, and it's in time to get Mike Lang. Good defense by the Goldeyes here in the 7th. No runs, 1 in and 1 left on base. Time to stretch at Shaw Park. It's 9-1 Sioux City on Jewel 101.
Here's the pitch, and oh my goodness, a line drive right into Martin's face.
I just smashed his glasses.
He's standing up again, but boy, those glasses are toast.
Well, I bet he's glad he's covered by Manitoba Blue Cross.
Just like sports, life can throw you a curveball. And while provincial health care doesn't cover glasses or all prescription drugs, Manitoba Blue Cross has coverage options to keep you in the game.
Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring.
Visit mb.bluecross.ca to find out more.
The Winnipeg Goldeyes make dreams come true by providing live baseball experiences to charities, nonprofit groups, and inner-city programs. Now with the Goldeyes Community Zone, even more memories are available to be made. For group tickets, contact the Goldeyes at 982-BASE. These seats are made possible through generous donations from the Community Zone partners. So from the Winnipeg Goldeyes and Community Zone recipients, thank you Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries, BFI Canada, Boeing Canada Operations, Labatt Manitoba, John Henry Creations, and Murray Chevrolet.
Hey, you're looking red and shiny today.
It's just the burger sweats, babe.
That's not normal.
Nah, it's cool. I read the nutrition fact things like you said. I've got enough sodium for like 3 days.
Ugh.
It's easy to make the healthy choice at Jugo Juice. Jugo Juice smoothies are made with real fruit and veggies, 100% fruit juice with no added sugar, and no sorbet fillers or purees. So whatever you order, it's loaded with the good stuff. Stop by Jugo Juice at Shaw Park or Polo Park.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Bottom of the 7th inning at Shaw Park. The Winnipeg Goldeyes down by a score of 9-1. We mentioned a couple innings ago, the last time the Goldeyes were down by even as many as 7 runs, you had to go back to May 31st against the Lincoln Salt Dogs. The last 9 losses for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, including last night, 8 of the 9 have been by 3 or fewer runs. 7 of the 9 have been by 2 or less. And the only loss of the last 9 for the Goldeyes going all the way back to June 1st that was greater than a 3-run deficit. Well, it was only a 4-run deficit, and that was the game against New Jersey, June 17th. The Goldeyes lost 5-1. Ray Sadler takes a fastball down low, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Winnipeg had won 24 of 31 beginning June 2nd through the finale of the series against the Redhawks on Sunday, including the 11-game winning streak. Sadler 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout. He swings, it's a high fly ball deep left field. Back goes Mesa, looking up at the wall, and it's gone! Ray Sadler with a solo homer over the left field fence. His 10th home run of the year, and the Goldeyes cut the lead at 9-2 here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. A no doubt shot by Ray Sadler. Hit that a ton of left center field. Sadler picks up his 31st RBI of the season and his 15th in his last 20 games. So Donnie Webb will step to the plate. Winnipeg now down by 7 runs. Long way to climb back. They've got 9 outs left. Change up high and away in the count. 1 ball and no strikes. The right-hander John Straka is still at just 80 pitches over 6+ innings. Nobody warming up in the Explorers bullpen. The 1-0 pitch, and that fastball's on the outside corner, 1-1. Meanwhile, rookie left-hander Taylor Bratton is warming up in the Goldeyes pen. Gabe Aguilar has thrown 43 pitches in 3 1/3 innings. Change-up swing and a miss, and the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tomorrow night at 7:05, the finale of this 3-game series. Nick Hernandez goes to the mound against right-hander Greg Holt, who the Goldeyes have not faced this season. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Webb. Hit foul off his hands down the left field side, spreading out Mendoza, and that'll land on the foul warning track and then bounce into the seats. It's still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Donnie Webb with Reggie Abercrombie waiting on deck. Explorers 9, Goldeyes 2 in the bottom half of the 7th. After tomorrow's game, the Railcats come to town for 3 beginning Friday. Monday an off day, and then the Saints return to Shaw Park Tuesday evening. Another 1-2 pitch. Little ground ball left side, and it's beyond the reach of Escobar. Went in the wrong direction, and Donnie Webb is on board with his 2nd hit of the game. Webb able to reach out. He poked a changeup, and it looked like Escobar at first was going to break to his right. He tried to change directions and move to his left, and he slipped on the dirt out at shortstop. So back-to-back hits for the first time in this game for Winnipeg, and we'll see if the Goldeyes can string a little more together. Reggie Abercrombie stepping up. He's 0 for 2. He has struck out swinging, and he has struck out looking. A right-hand batter. John Straka out of the stretch, and the pitch, swing and a miss, and a slider down low. And it's smothered by Todd Jennings. The count is no balls and 1 strike. These 2 teams will play 1 more time this year. It'll be a 4-game series at Lewis and Clark Park. August 3rd through August 6th. And the series actually begins on a Sunday evening and then carries through a Wednesday. 1 on and nobody out, bottom of the 7th inning. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss at a breaking ball outside. So it's 0-2. The X's, prior to getting swept by Wichita over the weekend, they had won 14 of their previous 22 games. They suffered the 3-game sweep. Now they're trying to take the first 2 here from the Goldeyes. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss at a high fastball for strike 3. So there's one man down in the 7th. Brock Bond will step up. Bond is 0 for 2. He grounded to second base in the 2nd and then took a called third strike in the bottom half of the 5th on a 3-2 pitch that appeared to have been low. And then the exact same thing happened to Luis Allen, who was on deck. And we talked about the caliber of plate discipline for both of ththose players. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the right side. Amos Ramon fields. Only play at first. Makes the throw on target. Webb will go to second. And there's 2 men down. Bono retired on the ground ball to the second baseman, Amos Ramon. Now Luis Allen will step to the plate. And if the strike zone had been wide like that all night, maybe you can understand it. But Joe Stegner had the tight strike zone, which he usually does over the first several innings. And it appeared to have opened up a bit in that bottom half of the 5th, which at the time the Goldeyes were only trailing by 6. Here they trail by 7, 9-2 Sioux City. A runner on second and 2 down. Allen had a home run back in the 3rd, his first of the year. The pitch, breaking ball low and away, and it's 1 ball and 0 strikes. Straka has been very durable this year. He's worked 6+ innings in 9 of his 10 starts this season, which is certainly a pleasant surprise for Steve Montgomery, considering that Straka is still a rookie pitcher. Fastball on the outside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. He has worked 2 complete games this season. He had a 7-inning complete game win against Gary on June 11th and a complete game loss. He worked 8 against the Redhawks on June 1st. Webb leads off second and 2 outs. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball towards the hole. Diving stop by Mendoza. Gets up, those to first in time to get Allen. And the inning is over. Mendoza robs Luis Allen, and in the process, he saves a run. The Goldeyes get 1 on the Ray Sadler homer. There were 2 hits and 1 left on base. End of 7 innings at Shaw Park. It's 9-2 Explorers on Jewel 101.
CIBC and the Winnipeg Goldeyes have partnered to fight cancer. On Sunday, October 5th, CIBC and Goldeyes employees, friends, and family will be running in communities across Canada for a future without breast cancer. Shaw Park, the home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes, will be your local run site for the Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation CIBC Run for the Cure. For more information, to register to run or make a donation, go to CIBC.com. Let's run for a future without breast cancer. Join in Sunday, October 5th at Shaw Park.
Summer barbecues on the patio. They're all fun and games until someone slips and drops an entire plate of steaks.
No!
Prairie Safety Surfacing can help keep your family and steaks safe all year round with Rubber Rock, the original rubber safety surfacing in North America since 1983. Prairie Safety Surfacing mix and pour Rubber Rock on site to create a seamless, non-skid finish on your patio, driveway, pool deck, and more. Trust the original Rubber Rock. Bounces like rubber, wears like rock. Learn more at prairiesafetysurfacing.com.
Boys never outgrow their need for toys. The toys just get bigger. Metro Center, Winnipeg store for all things trailer, can help you take your toys anywhere you want to go. Trailers, parts, hitches, Metro Center has it all. Plus, you'll earn Air Miles reward miles with every purchase. Over 4,000 square feet of trailer parts, truck accessories, online ordering, knowledgeable staff, trailer service. Everything you need to haul your toys is at your Winnipeg trailer store. Metro Center, 620 Nairn. Visit metrotrailers.ca.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
9-2 Sioux City. We go to the top of the 8th. Ray Sadler at a solo shot in the bottom of the 7th. They get the Goldeyes back within 7. Gabe Aguilar did a good job in long relief to chew up some innings. He went 3 1/3 allowed, 2 earned runs, 3 hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts through 43 pitches. And he will now give way to the rookie left-hander Taylor Bratton, who will make his 2nd professional appearance. Taylor Bratton last pitched on June 26th. That was the series finale against Trois-Rivières. Made his professional debut and retired the only batter that he faced. So Taylor Bratton will make his Shaw Park debut. Pitching changes brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. Call 452-0909. Taylor Bratton out of the University of West Alabama, an NCAA Division II club, and finished up this past spring as a senior. He will take on 3, 4, and 5, Rene Tassoni, Andres Perez, and Peter Barris. First pitch to Tassoni is hit in the air deep down the right field line, hooking towards the pole, and it's a foul ball. So Rene Tassoni trying to jack one out of the park. He's got a homer against the Goldeyes this season. He hooked it to the right side of the pole down the right field line, and the count is 0-1. Sony 2 for 4, an RBI single, a double. He scored twice. He has also struck out twice. Both those came against Matt Jackson, who struck out 7 in 3 2/3 innings. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, 0-2. As a senior this past spring, Brad made 13 starts for West Alabama. He went 4-4 with a 2.92 ERA, struck out 50 in 89 1/3 innings. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball foul back into the left side, and it's still 0-2 on Rene to Sony. 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors for the Sioux City Explorers. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Ryan working from a windup, third base side of the rubber. Another 0-2 pitch, breaking ball hit in the air to deep right. Moving back as Webb, he's there. Webb reaches and makes the catch. 1 away in the top half of the 8th. The home run hit by Ray Sadler is brought to you by Home Run Sports. We've got you covered from prospect to pro. Our Home Run Sports home run winner for the Ray Sadler homer in the bottom half of the 7th inning is Rory O'Brien. Congratulations, Rory. Stop by Home Run Sports to receive your $20 gift card. Goldeyes fans can enter to win all season long by visiting Home Run Sports, located on Bishop Grandin, 1 block west of La Jamodier. Home Run Sports, get ready for your game. First pitch on the way to Andres Perez, who was a triple away from the cycle. It is a fastball outside, 1-0. And check that, Dylan Uziak, the backup catcher, pinch hits for Andres Perez. And he takes another fastball outside. It's now 2 balls and 0 strikes. So Perez is done after a perfect night. 4 for 4, a double home run, and 4 runs batted in. 2-0 pitch, high and inside, 3-0. Uziak has seen some extended playing time this year at various positions. 253, 2 homers, and 16 runs batted in. He is a second-year rookie. He was a true rookie last year with the Las Vegas team in the Pecos League. Fastball taken for a strike, now 3-1. He had 400 last year in 38 games. He swings and lashes when fouled on the left field line, and the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Uziak had 3 homers and drove in 22. Had finished his college ball at Oklahoma Baptist University in 2012, where he had 371 as a senior. He swings and grounds one towards the hole on the right side, and it's through for a base hit. So Dylan Uziak, the second pinch hitter of the night for the Sioux City Explorers, comes up with a single to right field. And the cleanup spot of the lineup remains perfect, now 5 for 5. Andres Perez had 4 hits, and now a pinch hit single from the left-hand batter, Dylan Uziak. Peter Barrows will step to the plate. So both reserves, at least for tonight, have gotten into the ballgame. Michael Lang pinch hit for Tim Caldwell back in the 7th. And here Uziak pinch hits for Perez. Barrows 1 out of 4 with an RBI single that came back in the top half of the 3rd inning. And the pitch, swinging a foul straight back. The count is 0-1. Taylor Bratton, the rookie left-hander, a Canadian native originally from the Toronto area. Bratton 6'2", 190 pounds, 23 years old, from Oakville, Ontario. Runner on first and 1 away. Harther is holding on Dylan Uziak. He's got a little bit of speed. Swinging a line drive, caught on the backhand by Kuhn, throws back to first, and it's in time for the double play. Barrows ripped it. Uziak too far off the bag, and he stumbled as he tried to get back in time. And Kuhn made the perfect throw across the infield. A 6-3 line drive double play. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left on. Middle of the 8th inning at Shaw Park. It's 9-2 Explorers on Jewel 101.
Honey, where should I put this?
In the basement.
I don't think there's any room.
Sound familiar? If your home or garage has accumulated more than it can hold, let BFI Canada help. Rent a temporary bin from BFI for a day, a week, or longer. Too much stuff? Then call the Blue. Call BFI Canada to schedule your delivery today. BFI Canada, a Progressive Waste Solutions company. At Cal Tire, they are the tire and wheel experts. They have the best selection of tires and wheels in the city, all at prices that can't be beat. If you find a lower advertised price, bring it in and they'll match it or even beat it. This spring, pay attention to your vehicle by taking it to the experts at Cal Tire. It's time to talk to Cal at any one of their 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
The Stars are coming to Shaw Park this summer as the Winnipeg Goldeyes host the first ever 2-day American Association All-Star celebrations. July 28th and 29th, catch all the action. skills competition, home run derby, parties and autograph sessions, all-star luncheon featuring Fergie Jenkins, and of course, the All-Star Game. Play ball! Tickets are on sale now. Get yours before they're gone. Visit goldeyes.com.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
9-2 Sioux City, bottom half of the 8th inning. New pitcher in the ball game for Steve Montgomery's Sioux City Explorers, righty Jimmer Kennedy, who has been one of the top middle relievers in the league the last couple of seasons. He takes over for right-hander John Straka, who turned in a great start. He's in position to pick up a victory tonight. Straka went 7 strong, 2 earned runs, both in solo homers. He allowed 6 hits, walked none, and struck out 6. He only threw 91 pitches, so Kennedy will make his first appearance in the series. For Straka, it's a 4th consecutive start without a walk, a total of 25 2/3 innings. Did not walk a single batter tonight. He went to a few 3-ball counts. Straka leaves the chance to get his 5th win of the year. Jimmer Kennedy working for the first time since Saturday against Wichita. In a 2-0 loss, he worked 2 scoreless in relief. And he will take a 9-1-2 Jordan Guida, Tyler Kuhn, and Josh Mazzola. Pitching changes brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. Call 452-0909. Jimmer Kennedy, 2nd in the league in appearances. Tonight is 26th of the year. He's 3-5, no saves, a 2.61 ERA. 41 1/3 innings, 26 hits, 11 walks, 32 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 187 against Jimmer Kennedy this season. Jordan Guida 0 for 2, swing and a miss at a high fastball. And the count is no balls and a strike. Guida grounded a 3rd in the 3rd inning, and he popped to first base in the 5th. Jimmer Kennedy, 6'2", 210 pounds. Recently turned 27 years old, originally from Levittown, Pennsylvania. The 0-1 pitch, fastball low and outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Matt Jackson on the hook for the loss tonight. It would be only his 3rd of the year, his 2nd against Sioux City, and kind of an odd line. He gave up 7 runs in 3 2/3, but he also struck out 7 batters, matching his season high, which came against the X's on May 28th. The 1-1 pitch, high pop-up down the right field line, moving over Barrows. Barrows towards the line, makes the 2-handed catch. And Guida is retired 1 away. Michael Lang has stayed in the ball game in center field after pinch hitting for Tim Caldwell back in the 7th. And now it's back to the top of the order for Tyler Kuhn, 1 for 3. He's hit the ball well a couple of times. A fly to center in the 1st. He lined out hard to right in the 3rd, and then singled up the middle in the bottom half of the 6th. The Explorers have 9 runs, 15 hits, and no errors. The Goldeyes 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Tyler Kuhn, a left-handed batter. Jimmer Kennedy working from the stretch. Here's the first pitch to Kuhn, and it's a fastball taken high and inside, 87 miles an hour. 1 ball and no strikes. Kennedy last year with the Explorers, he made 43 appearances, had an ERA of 2.89. Struck out 50 in 62 1/3 innings. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball, it's just outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Kennedy for his career, 5 years all in the independent ranks. A lifetime 3.73 ERA in 151 games, all but 2 have been in relief. Josh Mazzola waiting on deck. Bases empty, 1 down, bottom of the 8th. Goldeyes trail by 7. The 2-0 pitch, and that's on the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. He went undrafted out of Rider University, located in the state of New Jersey. Played 4 years, went 19-21, a 5.35 ERA. He was predominantly a starting pitcher during his college days. The 2-1 to Kuhn. Swing and a miss, tied him up inside of the breaking ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kennedy, born and lives in Levittown, Pennsylvania. He played at Holy Ghost Preparatory School in Philadelphia before moving on to Rider University. Last year he finished 10th in the league in games finished. He had 7 saves for the Explorers. The 2-2 pitch, swinging a high, pop up behind shortstop. Out goes Escobar, in comes Michael Lang. He's under it, and Lang will make the catch. 2 away in the bottom half of the 8th. Chris Bodishbaugh was the closer for most of last season for Sioux City. He was traded to the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks near the end of the year for their playoff run, much the way that he was traded to the Goldeyes near the end of 2012. So Kennedy, over the final few weeks, had the opportunity to close some games. He has 9 lifetime saves. The other 2 came in 2011, pitching for the Can-Am League's Brockton Rocks. Here's Josh Mazzola, 1 for 3. Hit the ball well his last time up, in a few feet shy of a homer. Has an infield single and a stolen base tonight. Fastball on the outside corner, and the count is 0-1. Sioux City grabbed 2 runs, both on 2-out hits in the top of the third. The Goldeyes would get a run back in the bottom half when Luis Allen hit a solo homer. The X's have been in control since putting 5 on the board in the top half of the 4th inning. The 0-1 to Mazzola, swing and a miss at a breaking ball down low. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. The Explorers, the second American Association club that Kennedy has pitched for in his career. Very briefly, he was with the Fort Worth Cats in 2011, only appeared in 4 games. And he is as durable as they come, among the league leaders in appearances last season. He has been second for most of this year to Brennan Lafferty. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, he got him, and the inning is over. Jimmer Kennedy has a 1-2-3 eighth. Nothing across for the Goldeyes, and at the end of 8 at Shaw Park, it's 9-2 Sioux City on Jewel 101.
Hi, this is Ivan Saper, owner of Saper Agencies. We offer personal, business, automobile, and travel health insurance. But it's how we sell that makes us different. We strive to remain on the cutting edge of technology and product innovations. We promise you quick, efficient, and effective solutions and 100% satisfaction. See us today, and we'll find you the right solution at the right price. Remember, your best insurance policy is our experience.
Saper Agencies, 2188 McPhillips. Call 694-6787.
You have a mission. Make summer yours. Master the lawn, own the barbecue, and make the yard into your own private kingdom. And you'll find everything you need to complete this mission at Rona, your destination for all home improvement and renovation needs. Building materials, barbecues, lawnmowers, patio furniture. The only thing you need is imagination and a little know-how. And if you need help in that department, the experts at Rona are available to give you the best tips on your home improvement projects. Rona Home and Garden. What's your next project? Visit Rona.ca.
Boys never outgrow their need for toys. The toys just get bigger. Metro Center, Winnipeg store for all things trailer, can help you take your toys anywhere you want to go. Trailers, parts, hitches, Metro Center has it all. Plus, you'll earn Air Miles reward miles with every purchase. Over 4,000 square feet of trailer parts, truck accessories, online ordering, knowledgeable staff, trailer service. Everything you need to haul your toys is at your Winnipeg trailer store. Metro Center, 620 Nairn. Visit metrotrailers.ca.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Amos Ramon leads off the top of the ninth, 9-2 in favor of Sioux City. The X's 3 defensive outs away from giving themselves a chance at a sweep. Game 3 of the series tomorrow evening at 7:05. Taylor Bratton, who worked a scoreless 8th, goes back out for the 9th, and he throws a fastball outside for ball 1. Goldeyes this week brought to you by Boston Pizza. After the game, you can have any of our more than 100 delicious Boston Pizza menu items delivered to your door. Call 925-4111 or do some finger cooking at bostonpizza.com. Fastball high and outside on the count 2-0, and Amos Ramon 1 for 4 tonight. Has driven in a run each of the first 2 games of this series. Fastball high and away, and the count goes to 3-0. Tomorrow night, the Goldeyes have their first half team photo giveaway as well as a pregame on-field autograph session. Rockbox will be on the Free Press stage beginning at 6. The Railcats are in town for a 3-game series beginning Friday. Fastball high and outside, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning. And Ramon heads down to first. Tommy Mendonça will step to the plate. 7:05 on Friday night. Pony Corral presents post-game fireworks, and that Canadian band will be on the Free Press stage beginning at 6. A 6:05 start Saturday, July 12th against the Railcats. The Goldeyes will have their annual camp out on the outfield. Fans can bring their families, pitch a tent, and watch the Lego movie on the video board. Fastball on the inside corner, 0-1, and Tommy Mendonça 0 for 2 with a couple of walks and a run scored. A full Monty will perform on the Free Press stage at 5. 1 on, nobody out. Harther is holding the runner on first. Slider misses away, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike on Tommy Mendonça, a left-handed batter. Sunday, July 13th, a 1:35 start against the Railcats. Commissionaires Manitoba sponsors the game. Fastball in the eye on the outside edge, 1-2. Kids can run the bases following the game as well as play catch in the Shaw Park field. The service performs in the free press stage at 12:30. Monday, the 14th, is a day off. The 1-2 pitch hit in the air to deep left center. Going back is Abercrombie over to his right. Reaches, makes the catch for the first out. And Ramon heads back to first. So there's one man down. Todd Jennings having a good night will step up. Jennings 2 for 3, a couple singles. He's been hit by a pitch, and he has scored a run. On Tuesday, July 15th, the St. Paul Saints are in town. Action begins at 5 with a continuation of the suspended game from June 14th that'll pick up in the bottom half of the third and will play through 9 innings. The following game will be the annual Shirt Off or Backs Night presented by Cambrian Credit Union. Jennings fouls it off a supportive pull to the right side, and the count is 0-1. One lucky fan will win the shirt right off a Goldeyes player's back every inning, courtesy of Cambrian Credit Union. That game is scheduled for 7 innings. There'll be another doubleheader, a regular doubleheader, Wednesday, July 16th. The 0-1, ground ball up the middle, and it's just off the glove of Tyler Kuhn. Made a nice attempt, and it's into center field. Stopping at second, Amos Ramon. Grounder up the middle, Kuhn showing off great range once again, went into a slide, and it just broke off his glove, took a tough hop. And it's a single up the middle for Todd Jennings, who is now 3 for 4. So first and second, 1 down for Chris Escobar. He's 1 out of 4 with a bunt single and a run scored. 2 7-inning games on July 16th. That'll help make up the game that was lost on June 15th. One ticket will get you admission for both games. Action begins at 5 o'clock. Fastball in the inside corner, 0-1. The first 2,500 fans in attendance receive a pair of Goldeyes sunglasses, courtesy of Pepsi and Gatorade. The series finale at noon start on Thursday, July 17th. Swinging a high fly ball to left field. Ray Sadler coming in a few steps. Sadler camps under it and makes the two-handed catch for the second out. Ramon holds at second. Jennings holds at first, and it's back to the top for Oscar Mesa, who's 2 out of 5 with 2 singles and a run scored tonight. 5, 9, 14, 16, and $20 tickets for all Goldeyes games are on sale now through Ticketmaster by calling 1-855-GOLDEYE, visiting Ticketmaster.ca, or visiting any Ticketmaster location, including the box office at Shaw Park. 2 on and 2 out, 9-2, Sioux City in the top of the 9th inning. Fastball line foul into the crowd, and the count is 0-1. The X has 9 runs on 16 hits. The Goldeyes 2 runs on 6 hits. Neither team has committed an error. The Winnipeg Goldeyes in danger of losing back-to-back games for the first time since the beginning of the Can-Am League road trip, when they dropped a couple of close ones to the New Jersey Jackals. Swinging a ground ball over the mound. It's fielded by Bonnell. Step on second himself, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning at Shaw Park. It's the Explorers 9 and the Goldeyes 2 on Jewel 101.
Watching the game is something to enjoy. But remember, drinking any alcohol and driving don't mix. Drinking and driving puts you and others in danger. Your best bet is a designated driver who has had no alcohol. Enjoy the game, but whatever you do, don't drink and drive. To keep Manitobans safe behind the wheel, police are increasing enforcement near you. Watch for them. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
At MTS, we know there are lots of things that can keep you awake at night. But worrying about internet overage charges shouldn't be one of them. With MTS, you get unlimited internet on all our personal plans. So you never have to think about how much data you're using and how much it's going to cost you. Surf, download, and stream all you want for as low as $20 a month for the first 3 months and rest easy. Conditions apply. Visit your nearest MTS Connect store for details.
To some, he is a hero. To others, merely heroic. But to us, he's a Pools Hall of Famer. Raised on highlights and minor league stats, he played his game cards like he played Division 12 slow pitch. To win. Home team? Check. Visiting team? Check. Champion? Check. Be a legend with Sports Select. Pools players won over $7 million last year. Pick the winning teams today at your lottery retailer. Remember, keep it a game.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Bottom of the ninth inning at Shaw Park. The Goldeyes trailing by a score of 9-2. They'll set up 3, 4, and 5. Casey Harther, Ray Sadler, and Donnie Webb. And a new pitcher is in the ball game for the Sioux City Explorers. The closer, Chris Bodishbaugh, interestingly, will be brought in here by Steve Montgomery. A non-save situation. Jimmer Kennedy works a 1-2-3 bottom half of the 8th inning. Sometimes managers will bring on their closer just to get some work in. What's interesting about it is that Bodishbaugh actually worked last night in a save situation. He closed out the 2-1 win, and here Bodishbaugh will work on a consecutive day and face the 3, 4, 5 hitters. The X's broke this open with a 5-run top of the 4th, took a 7-1 lead. They would grow that to 9-1 on an Andres Perez 2-run homer in the 6th. Ray Sadler at a solo shot in the bottom half of the 7th to make it 9-2, and that's where we stand right now. Casey Harther 0 for 3, stepping to the plate. He's lined to right, grounded to short, and bounced into a double play. Final line of Jimmer Kennedy, a perfect 8th, no hits, no walks, 1 strikeout. And he threw 11 pitches in relief for the starter, John Straka, who stands to pick up a victory. Bodishbaugh, right-hander, delivers to the plate. Fastball on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. We did not have a winner for tonight's trivia question, brought to you by the Place Nuit Real Suite Hotel. The question was, who tied Matt Jackson last year for the lowest walks to 9 innings pitched ratio in the American Association? Fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-2 on Casey Harther. The correct answer was a Goldeye. It was their closer last season, Patrick Keating, both Jackson and Keating, who worked at least 40 innings last year at a walks to 9 inning ratio of just 1.1. Ground ball the other way to his left for Moni Fields on the outfield grass. Throws to first in time to get Casey Harther, and there's one man down in the bottom half of the 9th. Chris Bodishbaugh makes his 18th appearance of the year, 1-1 with 8 saves, a 2.02 ERA, 22 1/3 innings, 19 hits allowed, 6 walks, 22 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .226 against Chris Bodishbaugh this year. A big righty, 6'3", 225 pounds, 29 years old, now lives in Oakley, California. 1 out, nobody on for Ray Sadler. Homered his last time up. Fastball low and outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Bodishbaugh, originally born in Walnut Creek, California. Played at Chico State University in 2007 and was later drafted by the Florida Marlins, a 48th round pick. The pitch, fastball taken outside, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes. A lifetime 4.43 ERA. He has had double-digit saves in this league each of the last 2 years, 19 in 2012, 13 in 2013. He's on pace for around 15 or so this year. Fastball that's taken down low, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. He has 44 saves in his career. Right now behind 3-0 on Ray Sadler. So Bodishbaugh working here in a 7-run ball game. Goldeyes get a bit of a free look against him in case he works tomorrow in a same situation. Fastball way outside for ball 4. So Ray Sadler draws a 4-pitch walk with 1 out. And that'll bring up Donnie Webb, who is 2 out of 2. Webb, 2 singles and a hard line out to center. He's really hit the ball well all 3 times. It's 9 runs, 16 hits, no errors for Sioux City. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Only thing you could really think of how you bring Bodishbaugh in this spot. Maybe Steve Montgomery wants to give Bodishbaugh the opportunity to work in a back-to-back day to see how his body responds in a lower pressure situation. Fastball knee high for a strike, and it's 0-1. The X's pitching has been very good top to bottom this season. Not just Bodishbaugh in the 9th, but guys like Jimmer Kennedy, guys like Jeff Broussard, who got the win last night. Rob Ward, we haven't seen yet, but he throws mid to high 90s. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Check swing, fastball inside, and it's 1-1. The starters have been very good, certainly the first 2 nights in this series. Patrick Johnson, 7 shutout with 11 strikeouts. John Straka, 7 innings tonight, just 2 earned runs. And he did not walk a batter for a 4th consecutive start. Sadler's not being held at first. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a high fly ball, pretty deep left field. Back goes Mesa onto the track. Mesa reaches, and he makes the catch. A step onto the track in left center field. Donnie Webb made a bid for an extra base hit, and it's run down by Mason, the left fielder. The Goldeyes are down to their final out. That brings up Reggie Abercrombie tonight 0 for 3. He is struck out swinging in the second, looking in the fourth, and swinging in the bottom half of the 7th inning. One on, 2 out. We're in the bottom half of the 9th. Winnipeg down by 7 runs. Boderspa has the sign from Todd Jennings, who has caught every inning in this series for Sioux City. The pitch, swinging a line drive, one-upper, and it's a fair ball beyond the reach of Tommy Mendonça. And down the left field line, it bounces over the Goldeyes bullpen into third as Salary's held up. And pulling in at second are the double Reggie Abercrombie. So Abercrombie smashes one off the chalk down the left field line. And the Goldeyes have second and third and 2 men down for Brock Bond. Bond 0 for 3, 2 groundouts to second, and he's taken a called third strike. So the Goldeyes not done yet. Abercrombie comes through with an extra base hit. Bond a switch hitter left-handed against Chris Boderspa. So it's second and third and 2 outs. Outfield plays Bond a couple steps the other way. Boderspa brings the hands together. He worked a 1-2-3 ninth in last night's game. The pitch, fastball low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Boderspa had spent 2 years in the Florida Marlins system. He has been in independent baseball since 2009. Spent some time in the Golden League, and now time's going to be called for Steve Montgomery, the manager, I believe, is going to go out here and have a talk with Chris Boderspa. Not sure if he came up lame in the last pitch. 1-0 count on Brock Bond, so Steve Montgomery and now the X's trainer coming out to take a look at their closer. They hope that everything is okay here physically. Boderspa, after he attempted to throw that last pitch, looked a little bit uncomfortable. We'll see if he gets the opportunity to throw a warm-up or if the X's staff will just go back to the dugout. And it looks like the latter. Montgomery will just go back to the Sioux City dugout. Boderspa says he's all right. It's a 1 ball, no strike count on Brock Bond, a switch hitter. Luis Allen is on deck if Bond can keep the game alive for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Ray Sadler is on third base. Reggie Abercrombie is on second with 2 men down. Boderspa comes set. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball that catches the outside corner, 89 miles an hour, and it's 1 ball and a 1 strike. He's averaged almost a strikeout per inning in his 7-year career. 8.7 strikeouts per 9. The walks have been a little bit high, 3.6 walks per 9. A 1-1 pitch way inside, and Bond in a lean back. It's now 2 balls and a strike. He certainly does not look quite as sharp as he did last night. His pitches were very firm. He set the side on 1-2-3 in the 1-run win. Here trying to get around a walk and a double with 2 outs. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball high, 89 miles an hour, and it's now 3 balls and a strike. Winnipeg is still several base runners away from even getting that tying run into the batter's box. But if he can force Boderspa to work a little bit harder, then his status for tomorrow may be in question. And that could potentially help the Goldeyes if the X's have a close lead late in the game. The 3-1 pitch fouled straight back, a healthy cut, and that one got up to 91. It's now 3 balls and 2 strikes on Brock Bond. 9 runs, 16 hits, no errors on the Explorers. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Sadler on third, Abercrombie on second, and 2 down. Boderspa stares in. Now he has a sign he likes. Jennings sets up inside. 3-2 to Bond. Hit in the air, foul the other way. And Bond hangs in. It's still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Crowd tonight a better than 5,700 at Shaw Park. You credit the Explorers. They certainly took their licks over the weekend, getting swept at home. They snuck away with a close win last night, and they played a good ball game here for almost 9 full innings. Boderspa looking for 1 more out. Another 3-2 to Bond. High ball 4, that'll load the bases. So Boderspa loses Brock Bond, a second walk in the inning. Winnipeg still needs a few more runners to get that tying run into the box. But now Luis Allen, who's got a home run tonight, will step to the plate. Allen in his first of the year, a solo shot to left in the third. He took a called third strike in the fifth. And then he was robbed by Tommy Mendonça in the seventh with a runner on second and 2 outs. Allen pulled a ground ball sharply towards third. Mendonça made a diving stop and threw Allen out at first base. Bases full, 2 outs, 9-2. Sioux sitting in the bottom half of the ninth inning. And the first pitch to Allen. Swinging a line drive towards shallow right. Cutting over as Barros. He's there. Barros makes the catch. And the ball game is over. The Sioux City Explorers beat the Winnipeg Goldeyes tonight by a final score of 9-2. And they have taken the first 2 games of this 3-game series here at Shaw Park. In the bottom of the ninth, no runs, 1 hit and 3 left on base. Our final score from Shaw Park. It's the Sioux City Explorers 9 and the Winnipeg Goldeyes 2. Back with a Sports Select post-game show after this on Jewel 101.
Thanks for listening to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball. Stay tuned for comments from Goldeyes players and coaches. The Winnipeg Goldeyes Sports Select post-game show is next on Jewel 101.
Things you'll never hear a Cambrian Credit Union member say.
Oh, I just love paying service fees.
My high mortgage rate is amazing.
Yes, I'll pay $1.50 to use this ATM.
With Cambrian Credit Union's great rates and free banking through the UNFI, Cambrian members won't say these things. With a full range of hassle